their religion.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun fact. One of
There are
Toronto's,
people that worship a lot there.
We have started streaming, and we have started. Go
Yeah,
ahead. You could go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to talk about like a little bit of history of Toronto, and that one of our red light districts was around Church Street.
Oh my God! So is the one in Fayetteville, North Carolina, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, no, it's called Hay Street, but there's a lot of churches there. So we're back with Company Boys Cthulhu, run by Kevin Kreiner, and yeah, there we go.
And I was going to say, don't forget, this is also the era of things like weirdo sex cults.
It is?
Yippee!
How do you get in those?
You just join.
What kind of weirdo sex cults? What makes them
Right
weirdo?
place, right time.
Well,
That's all you need.
my favorite, I think, has got to be John Humphrey Noyes, who started a cult based on the idea that because he was already free of sin by being perfect, he could do no wrong. So everything he did, including other people's wives, was perfectly legitimate and not sinful.
That sounds fine.
So kind of Joseph Smith.
Then he went in for similar field. Then he went in for what he called complex marriage, which is a fancy term for swinging. Then he started a cult. He left Vermont because, as it turns out, marrying more than one woman turns out to be illegal in Vermont.
Weird how that is.
Yeah. So he ended up in Oneida, New York, where he started a cult that built its own house and manufactured stuff and survived about 40 years and is still around. Because one of the things they did was they made silverware. Oneida Flatware is one of the largest silverware manufacturers in the world.
Are they still a cult?
No, now they're
not a
company,
sex cult anymore.
They started as a sex cult. They are now one of the largest manufacturers of flatware in the world.
This is why corporations are bad.
America, where you start as a sex cult and end as a corporation.
Yeah, but you lose all the cool sex cult stuff.
Yeah, well,
that's interesting because most corporations then transition to sex cults. So
except some sex cults
only the
transition to corporations.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
they're the bad kind of. But corporations transferring into sex cults always end up with the bad kind of sex cults.
Exactly.
Yeah, or the not sex cults that transition. I mean, Amana, the people who make washing machines. They started as a cult.
Oh my God!
Now they make appliances.
Hell yeah,
America. Yeah. What else? What else are you gonna say? America. This is how we do shit.
Oh my God!
This is our nation. We do this.
I'm getting sad. Let's play.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Recap.
Yeah. So.
Go, Graham.
Where did we leave off? Then? Yes. Recap.
I can tell you when we left off, but Graham will probably give you a better recap because I bet he can read his own handwriting.
Oh, I can. So we started off with Company Chowder, I believe. And a nasty visit from the Neptune team.
Oh yeah, they tried to start a fight, kind of.
It was a good thing I wasn't around for that.
And instead said that they would meet you in an athletic competition
in Washington Square this Saturday.
Yep. I was in the paper.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, for good reasons.
Did you frame that article? Is it on your wall now in the store?
I did. Yes.
Good.
Immediately. Are you kidding me?
He bought 12 copies of the paper too.
You gotta stick one in the wallboards of your house too.
One for each room. Yeah. Yeah. So Neptune Company visits us. We then decide where we're going to start investigating. I believe Baker and I start looking into the ship associated with Wilkerson and Sampson, whereas not Baker. Sorry, Brain.
Oh yeah.
Josh and I.
Yeah. What the fuck is his name?
Yeah.
His name is Burke. Kyan Burke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You find a Captain Heyman. And then Tully and O'Reilly are investigating Neptune House.
Yep.
You've been found out.
Oh, sorry. Tully and O'Reilly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not O'Tully.
We did a scouting mission. I was told it was a scouting mission.
Scouting mission to Neptune House, where they find, after tricking their way in by hiring a sex worker, a number of interesting artifacts, and you can pick up from there.
Me? Yeah, we found a translation, we think, of the Dutch book. We found into
notes
English.
on it,
Notes on it. Notes on the Dutch book. We found another copy of the Dutch book, I believe. We found another book that we had not yet seen. That was Cotton Mather's
Prodigy, the Prodigies, I think.
No. Yeah. Prodigies of the New English something.
Yeah, Prodigies in the New English Canaan.
Canaan, that's it. And that was in English. So those three books were locked in a secret drawer under a drawer. We also found a bunch of weird statues. We found a bunch of weird knives or other artifacts that all looked African, according to Mr. Tully.
Yeah, were all. We think they were all West African.
West African,
Yeah,
that's
West
right.
African.
Where all the slaves came from, basically.
Both
West Africa.
where some were like those cultures, Benin.
And then we left without taking anything because I'd already shown my face because Mr. Tully told me it was a scouting mission only. Otherwise, we would have stolen a fuck ton of stuff, probably. Faye had hooked up a network of children and other people to watch, and they're supposed to alert me or him when Neptune Company next goes out on a fire, and then I'm going to go over there and I'm going to grab the books if I can. And Faye almost got in a fight.
Or if we have that competition, you can slip in there as well.
If there's no fires between now and Saturday, then I just won't. I'll show up late to the competition.
Oh, there'll certainly be a fire between now and Saturday.
There's probably fires.
It's hard to
almost
go
every day
without one.
Yeah.
No. You're lucky to go a whole day or two without one.
So, and then Sunday we went to church, and Faye did not. He is not a church person. He spent the day reading that book that I found and sold to him, the ghost story book.
Yep.
Because that's in English. That's where we left off. Was kind of Sunday morning. Is kind of where we left off. It was kind of a couple quick things were done right at the end there.
I also believe we know that some of the artifacts, among the artifacts at Neptune Company's house, were Orisha masks.
Oh yeah, the masks.
One of which was completely unidentifiable.
Those big giant masks were there.
Yeah. Those are religious artifacts.
What does Tully want stolen? Besides the books, I know you guys told me you wanted the books.
The books.
The masks are the masks and the statues are huge. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Well, the statue is not huge. The statue is about 12 inches tall.
Oh, okay.
And about 7 or 8 inches.
So it's a statuette.
Yeah.
Made
in other
of
words,
stone?
it's too big to put in a pocket.
Right, but a bag.
You could put it in a bag.
Burlap bag. Is it made of? What's it made of?
Some kind of metal.
So heavy.
Yeah.
Tully picked one up, so.
Yeah, it weighs. The one you picked up weighs probably about 25 pounds.
Jesus, I cannot.
Oh, wow.
I cannot carry more than one of those. I'm okay strength-wise, but I could not take all of them. And do you want them stolen? If we and I'll advise you, Mr. Tully, if the books are the only things that are taken, we don't know how often they get in that drawer, and they might not be missed for days.
Whereas the statues and the other stuff was on.
They're right out in the open.
Anyone who recognizes it would notice it.
Books are the most important.
Okay.
Anything else is at your discretion.
Okay. Well, if you want it kept, do you want it kept?
Be very hard to steal.
Yeah. Do you want it to be kept as secret as possible, as long as possible? Because if you do,
yes,
then I'm just going to take the books. I'm not even going to try to rob cubbies of watches and wallets or whatever.
It's
because those will be missed immediately.
Preferred to be undetectable until what is stolen is found. But if you wish to do more, that is.
Do you want the lock that opens the drawer to be destroyed? Because I could wreck that lock, and then they would have to get a locksmith, or they'd have to tear the drawer apart to open it. Say that again. I think they're in the background. Okay.
That's not necessary.
Fair enough. All right.
As I said, the books and your discretion.
Thank you, Mr. Tully. I appreciate your trust in me.
Okay.
If you happen to find a nice piece that you'd like to keep for yourself, who am I to say anything?
Okay. If I see like a giant diamond ring or something laying out, I'll probably take it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
Mr. Tully said it was okay.
yeah.
Yep. So
That's a
we've got
one-man
that.
mission. Eventually.
Yeah. What is your strength, by the way?
Who, me?
Yeah.
60.
So there were 4 statues. You could, with like a backpack or a sling bag or something,
Oh, that's true.
take them all.
That'd be 100
But
fucking pounds.
Be
Dude.
about 100 pounds. Yeah.
That's a lot.
In other words, it would be a burden, but it could be done.
Okay. I think I'm just going to focus on the books.
Yeah.
Once I go
you would
in.
you would certainly need some kind of a bag or a container to carry more than that.
Right, and I'll probably take a bag anyway for the books, like a burlap sack is all, or something simple like that. So I got that ready to go when I get the word.
Now, the other thing is that you learned from Captain Heyman about a man that he imported.
Yep, that's right.
Who he described as an older man. He didn't give you a name. He didn't know one.
Yes.
Who was kidnapped from somewhere in Africa. He didn't know where because he found him in Elmina. So he doesn't know where this man came from originally.
He knows where he went, though. 277 Broadway.
Which is the house of Tom Nicholas.
Okay.
Nicholas seems to be the
Nicholas was the captain.
Partner.
No,
Nicholas.
No, that's incorrect. Nicholas was the captain of the ship that brought him. The partner of Samson.
Sorry. Oh,
that's whose house he took him to.
Right,
Wilkerson's
Wilkerson's
house.
Captain. Yes. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at
Wilkerson's house is 277 Broadway.
Yeah, George Wilkerson.
Was it Wilkerson or the captain that he brought him to?
No, he brought him to Wilkerson.
Yeah,
yes.
Who lives at 277
Because
Broadway.
when he dropped that name, everybody at the table was like, "Oh."
And we also know that Wilkerson contributed $200 to Company Number 6. Because you guys saw their books.
Yeah.
And saw the check deposit. So he
Samson
made a
and Wilkerson
of $200. Came from the corporation, from Samson and Wilkerson. But
and we think Samson's the one who threatened Johnson.
Possibly, yeah. So we also know that there's this man who'd been kidnapped and enslaved, who George Wilkerson wanted personally, and asked the captain to deliver directly to his house, which he did.
And lit the man on fire. When he grabbed the man, his hand was burned or something like that.
Yeah, he thought that he felt like his hand was burning when he touched the man. He doesn't appear to have been harmed, because like if he burned, he healed, because he had 2 perfectly good hands.
Yeah.
But he recalls that he put his hand on the man's shoulder and his hand felt hot.
Hot enough that he let him go.
That freaked him out. But he did what he was supposed to do. He delivered the man to George Wilkerson's house. Whether he's still there, we don't know.
Also, Heyman speaks Dutch.
Yes, he does.
You did find that out too, Faye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that lead as well. The Wilkerson and Samson shipping. You know their business address. And 2, the man that Captain Heyman delivered. Whether he's still there.
Yeah.
Or what happened to him. He said this was 15 years ago. He said this was an older man. So he might be gone at this point. He might still be alive.
Unknown.
Yeah. So other than investigating Wilkerson's home, I don't know how you would find that out.
Yeah. So the 2 locations of interest at the moment, besides the ones that we've already examined, would be the warehouse and the Wilkerson's estate.
For that, yes.
Yeah.
277 Broadway's between Reed and Chambers Street.
Broadway.
Reed and Chambers. So it is right on the edge. It's in the 3rd ward, right at the corner where the 5th and the 6th wards meet. The 3rd ward.
Yeah, and that's George Wilkerson's home.
Yes. It's just a couple blocks from the hospital.
Yeah, and if you've walked by there, as I'm sure you have, it's a single family home.
3 stories, wasn't it?
3 stories. Yeah.
Big. It's a big house.
Yeah.
It's a nice house, right?
Well, George Wilkerson owns an import-export business. He owns shares in a number of ships. He's a pretty rich guy.
And he was able to back Neptune Company for some new horses or something, whatever they spent their money.
He gave them $200 as a gift or a donation.
Cha-ching.
So he's got the kind of money to write a check for $200 without thinking much about it.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. That's the point. He's rich.
All right.
And the house at 277 Broadway looks like what you'd expect a rich man to own.
There you go.
It's got an iron rod fence in front.
Does it have a yard?
It's got a yard.
It's not right up against the street. It's back. Oh,
No, it's actually set back about 15 paces from the street.
You
Fancy.
can't smell the manure from the house.
Probably not. It has a wrought iron fence with a gate.
Like a dream.
It has a carriage house.
Has anybody? Yeah, I was about to ask about the carriage house. Has anybody actually cased the place yet? Of our group?
Only you've walked by it on a couple occasions, and this is what you know already.
Okay.
Because undoubtedly you've walked by it, and I'm like, it's a large house. Never gave it much thought, and now when you realize, okay, that's the house we're interested in, who remembers that? Okay, remember that one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a large house. It's got a fence. It's got a setback from the street. It's got a carriage house. You could walk by it again on Sunday afternoon if you want and have a better look.
That'll be better.
You're right, Andy. We should case the joint.
Whatever you say, Mr. Fay, just tell me. Just give the word.
Well, Sunday afternoon, people spend some time walking the streets.
Fay's busy all day Sunday.
Yeah.
Reading book. But if he tells me to go, if he tells me to go case the place, then I will.
God, I need to spend all Sunday reading books. That sounds
that
delightful.
sounds amazing.
Well, what are you doing?
You lucky bastard! You can always send for me too if you have something you want me to do. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll send for Brick and ask him to take a look at the Wilkerson's estate. Just a casing of the joints while I continue.
You mean Kevin?
What's that?
Brick. Brick's my nickname.
Kevin.
He calls me Brick.
Brick's your nickname.
Yeah, he's seen me throw several dozen, 100, I don't know, a lot of bricks.
Okay, that's well.
So he started calling me Brick after the third guy's head got split open. Maybe it's the second. All right, so I'll do that, Kevin. I have the time Sunday afternoon for just a walk around, stay on the street. Just check for back doors. If the carriage house, how close it is to the house. If there's a backyard. If the fence goes all the way around the piece of property or just around the main house, blah, blah, blah. Just the basics to see how easy or hard it might be to get. If there's a basement or some kind of like one of those storm cellar doors in the back or something, whatever.
Yep. Okay. So what's everyone else doing on Sunday then before we get to that?
Church with the family.
And then?
That's probably the one day a week I spend with my kids.
And they eat the rest of the
day.
Okay,
so you're taking time off for family stuff on Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, Sunday is a family day.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I probably he's probably doing his distilling or whatever, working on his whiskey.
So you work Sunday afternoon?
Well, yeah, he's not a religious man at all.
That's fine.
But yeah,
okay, so I think the only thing of real importance then is going to be you're taking a look at the house. And short version, the carriage house has its own entrance that backs up to, I think that's Chambers Street. Is that Chambers? I haven't got a map in front of me.
This is Reed, Chambers, Broadway, and Church are the four on that block. Church runs parallel to Broadway.
Yeah,
Chambers is south and Reed is north.
Yeah, so the opening within the carriage house basically has its own driveway essentially that opens on Chambers Street.
Okay.
There's a second gate.
Oh.
That one's intended for a vehicle.
Right, big.
So the gate at the front is human sized. The gate on Chambers Street is carriage sized. The fence goes all the way around the property.
How high is the fence?
7 foot roughly.
Iron, like wrought, like
iron. Yeah, wrought iron with points at the top.
Oh boy. Okay.
You would need either to take time or make a climbing wall to get over.
Right. Okay.
It's the kind of thing that if you try to do it quickly, you will need a climbing wall.
And might stab yourself.
If you try to do it slowly,
it's on a main street. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Fair enough.
It's the kind of thing you don't want to be slow going over if there's anyone on the street. There is a visible coal cellar entrance.
Back or front?
Near, on the side facing chamber. So we're basically next to the carriage house.
Gotcha. Makes
it easy for delivery.
Right.
As to basements, hard to tell beyond the coal cellar.
Right.
Also, the building has no other outbuilding. which means it has either a toilet or plumbing inside.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no outhouse. There's actually probably toilets inside the building. You don't have to go outside to take a piss.
Wouldn't that suggest that they might even actually have a full basement then? Because they got to have some sort of sewer line, maybe, or I don't know how that works.
Well, the sewer lines on Lower Broadway are largely, many of them have been installed already.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those people have begun pumping in or bottling up water because it's hard to get.
Okay.
The very short version is the city relied for a while on Collect Pond.
And we're on top of Collect Pond now.
Which is what 5 Points was built over.
Yeah.
Then they tried to dig a canal to bring in water, which turned into a hot, sticky biological mess.
Hooray.
So they filled that in. By the way, you know where the canal is now? Where the canal used to be? Yeah, you do. If you've been to New York, you do.
Canal Street?
Absolutely.
I don't know where Canal Street is. Where's Canal Street?
Canal Street is out of where the Holland Tunnel exit is now. It basically dumps you on Canal Street. Okay. That's the route of the old canal. It's named for the canal they filled in to put the street over it, because that turned into a hot mess too.
Yeah, toilets, like flush toilets, are a thing if you have the money right now.
Yeah.
I looked it up. They were introduced in like the 1830s. They started getting...
And introduced to and if you connect to the growing sewer system,
which
because they're putting in, and then I think it's 1844, so it's right around now that Croton Aqueduct opened.
Okay.
Which will provide the city with water service into the 1950s.
And that's why we're getting the sewers being put in, so then we can put water lines in. Water
the pipes
in more places.
Those pipes are going to connect up to the ponds that come off of Croton Aqueduct.
Okay, gotcha.
And deliver water to all of Manhattan.
Do the gates look locked? Or are they just closed and latched?
They're closed and latched.
Okay.
As far as you can tell.
I mean,
if there's a lock, it's subtle.
There's not like a big lockbox thing on it, for a key or anything.
So if there's a lock, it's a small one on the backside. Seems unlikely.
Yeah, well, they probably have to get their milk and their ice and shit. That probably comes through the front door. Or maybe through the back, but
probably through the back.
The carriage house, is it built on one of the streets, like right up to the street, or is it still inside the property and the fence?
It's inside the property. So you've got what we call a driveway, connecting the carriage house to the gate on Chambers.
Right, and that's behind the house.
Yeah.
As far as
and you've also got a back door. You'll also notice the house has a back door.
Back door.
That faces toward the carriage house. In other words, you can exit from the house directly toward the carriage house, which itself has a door on the other side.
And then they keep their
So
horses
the carriage house has,
and they'll keep the carriage or some kind of a...
Yeah, so they undoubtedly have a horse on the premises. They probably have 1 or 2 horses and a vehicle stored on property.
Any backyard?
Just basically the space around the carriage house.
And does it take up
I wouldn't really call it a yard.
Okay. Does it take up the whole block, or is it just part of the block? What's on the other part of the block?
Other houses.
Other houses. So it's a nice area. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you've got most of this block is taken up by residences. Most of them aren't this large.
Do they have streetlights in this kind of a neighborhood? Or some kind like ones you light at night, or
this era? I think parts of that had gas lamps.
Okay, are there
that get lit?
Are they in this
there's
area?
A guy goes around it. But by this era, the nicer neighborhoods tend to have them.
Okay.
And what you have is a guy whose job is to go around and light.
Right. But there are I spot some of those in the area. Okay.
Yeah. So at night, you've got better lighting.
There's going to be light. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that strikes me as significant or important? Okay.
Not particularly.
And there are steps up to the ground floor, right?
Yeah.
A few steps at least. Okay.
Yeah. You ascend 4 steps to the front porch, 2 to the back porch.
There's probably just 3 steps. Okay. So yeah, there's something under the house, but it might not be a full basement.
Yeah,
I don't
remember
know.
Part of the joy of Manhattan is the fact that it's bedrock. That's why so many skyscrapers, because you can build way, way, way down.
Ooh, huh.
That's why Manhattan looks like it does.
Gotham City is the same way.
Gotham City is.
Yeah, it's on bedrock.
Well, somebody, I once saw Denny O'Neil. True story. I once saw Denny O'Neil speak.
Okay.
And someone asked him, which is New York, Gotham or Metropolis? And his
Said
answer
yes.
was, well, no, his answer was, they both are. Gotham is an alley off 125th Street on a cold November night. Metropolis is Central Park on a June afternoon.
Yeah, that makes complete and total sense.
They are both New York City.
The DC
So that really stuck with
Comics,
me.
the DC Comics Heroes role-playing game had some maps of where the cities were, and Metropolis and Gotham are real close to each other, surprisingly close to each other on those maps. Which they're not probably official, but I thought that was interesting.
Because they made up all those cities, and then they had to try to fit them onto a map of the world. But yeah, Denny O'Neil was very clear about that. Both of them are New York. They're different New Yorks.
Yeah.
New York City is all of those things.
Yeah.
But New York City also exists in the DC Comics universe too.
That I don't understand.
Yeah, because it's there too. Because the Justice League had a fucking embassy there in the '90s when the new comic books redid the universe. So they got everything. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
Anyway, that's what Denny O'Neil once said. It stuck with me.
Okay, so I'll come back to Mr. Faye's and I'll relay all that, what I learned about the house. It'd be hard to break into it. It's, there's a fence around it. I didn't see or hear any signs of a dog, did I?
No.
Okay.
But you didn't actually enter onto the property.
No, but I don't see any. Well, they would keep that cleaned up, but there's no yapping as people walk by the house or anything like that. Okay.
No. So if they have a dog, it doesn't bark at passerby because there's a lot of passerby.
Right.
Faye's criminal mind begins tumbling over the data points, and he just sort of mumbles to himself, "We need a driver." Anyway.
Well,
good job.
I know how to drive.
You know how to drive a carriage.
Huh.
You have points in it?
I drive a fire. Yes, I got points in it. I got quite a few. I drive the fire. I drive the fire engine. I drive the pump. The pumper when we need it.
My good brick.
I'm the driver.
Never fail to surprise me.
You've seen me drive, Mr. Faye. Have you been drinking your own molasses?
Maybe.
Don't do that, Mr. Faye.
You have seen him drive the fire engine.
I drive the fire. I drive the engine, and I drive the pumper, depending on what's needed.
Yeah. Faye remembers Graham's mind failing.
You're not the only member of the company who drives it, but you certainly have driven it.
Yeah, I
you're the
work
first
on
one
it.
There.
Yeah, I work on it. I keep it polished. I keep it shined, and I drive. Those are my main things. I run inside and try to like using the axe. Go ahead.
That is extremely useful for a daring escape.
Well, I always thought so, but I never got a chance to do it yet.
You might yet.
Ooh. Mr. Faye, Mr. Faye, you always make my wishes come true. I'll let you get back to your reading, and then I'll leave.
So what's the next move then? So now that you've got all of this,
I'm just the thug.
What's your guys' next move?
That's a great question.
Our next move is to figure out how to get Fergus O'Treasaigh involved with us in our little secret inner cult. Out of character. That should be one of our next moves.
Well, I took the liberty of assuming you're a member of the company. Mm-hmm. So it's really a question of just adding another guy you can trust without having to worry too much more about it.
Who's friends with O'Treasaigh?
Yep.
I bet it's me, isn't it? Is it going to be me?
I have the bar. So
it's all of you, and it's all of you in that regard. I mean, you're all.
Oh, that's right. Because O'Treasaigh brings us good whiskey.
Yep.
For the house.
I figured his bar is actually the kind of the firehouse bar, essentially.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Is it close? Is it close to the firehouse then?
I'm sure it is.
Half a block down. So that's where I went to get the beer that night, the bucket of beer.
Yeah.
Went to O'Treasagh's. Okay, that actually makes sense.
And the truth is, if there's anyone else you're going to bring in on this inside the company, he's the guy who knows everything because everybody talks to him.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not really the bartender, though. His brother's the bartender more than he is.
Yeah, but you work there. You've done your shifts there.
Yeah, he'll do shifts. He's not great with people, though. He's not great with people.
Yeah, but you overhear shit when you're a bartender.
Yeah.
You don't have to be great with people. All you have to do is serve and keep your mouth shut, and people will talk.
Yep.
Most likely, it's where Mr. Tully has a table,
Oh yeah.
He does his.
He probably. Well, yeah. I don't think it's established.
There's no tables in these kind of bars. Remember?
Well, no. That's where he does his daily business.
He has a corner.
Well, then perhaps he does have a table.
Oh,
it's the only one on the bar floor. But the point is, it's there so he can use it as a desk.
Yeah. And there's a single chair opposite him.
Yeah.
All right. So who's bringing O'Treasaigh in at some point? Because Brick would only bring him in like, hey, you want to get in a good fight? But Tully's more in charge.
And of course, you heard about the company number 6 issuing the challenge.
Oh yeah, he's ready for that. He's so excited. I get to beat someone up for free.
Yeah. There's gonna be boxing for sure. There's gonna be wrestling.
I should say, like I told those guys, my guy has piercing blue eyes, fiery red, wiry hair, a long nose, cauliflower ears, teeth yellowed from tobacco.
You smoke?
Yep.
What do you smoke? A pipe?
Cigarette.
There ain't no cigarettes.
Cigarettes
1844. No, they won't be invented in France for another 20 years.
I'm trying to give him so I can keep smoking on camera and it'll be a character.
You need a clay pipe. That would be perfect for this character.
Yeah, people smoke tobacco in either wrapped in leaves.
There you go.
Yeah,
cigars, or using a pipe.
Yeah.
So then it's wrapped in leaves. We'll say that.
Yeah.
So he smokes cigars because he loves fire.
And you can find there's a number of places in the city, of course, where you can buy tobacco, and some of them become sort of central points as well. I think it was 1841. So just a few years ago was the murder of Mary Rogers, which Edgar Allan Poe would fictionalize as Marie Roget. The reason I bring it up is because Mary Rogers was famous because she worked as a sales girl at a tobacconist, where people like Washington Irving would go to buy their tobacco. So she had a connection to famous people who bought their tobacco at the store she worked at.
Okay.
And then she was murdered, and it became a kind of, one of those things that goes viral.
Yeah.
I think it's 1841. I should check the date. I'm pretty sure it was 1841.
Well, Tully, it's you or Faye. Pull Tracy in.
Oh, sorry, 1821.
21. Oh, that was a while ago.
No, 1841. I was right.
Ah.
I guess the question would be,
never check the AI.
Was O'Treasaigh there when the challenge was issued?
Oh, Chowder Night 2 nights ago on Friday night?
Or was he at the bar?
If it was Friday night, he was probably at the bar. Because if
Friday night's still a working night.
Yeah.
Saturday, nobody has Saturdays off. Even though the bar is probably packed every night, your Saturday nights are going to be your nights that it is rocking.
Yeah,
right. And I say,
Then that would be a point probably on Saturday. He Tully would go to let O'Treasaigh know.
Well, Saturday's gone, dude. It's too late.
Okay.
It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you saying?
I'm just saying that if O'Treasaigh was not there the night when the challenge was issued,
he might not have been. He might have been at the bar.
Yeah. The next night, Tully would have gone and told him, like, here
Naturally.
That makes sense.
We're gonna need someone like you.
Yeah, if he hasn't found out already, because it's entirely likely that one of the other company men told him already.
Yeah.
So by the time you get around to telling him, he may already have heard.
But when I come in the morning to, do my work.
Yeah, you'll tell him too.
Yes.
So either
Tracy,
he's already heard or he hears it from you.
I already planning on being there.
There you go.
One way or the other.
Good man.
Yeah, he'll know one way or the other by then.
They're just lucky I wasn't there when they issued the challenge.
I think we all were. A man like you, O'Treasaigh, could take them all.
I'd at least try, sir.
So, I'm waiting for word from urchins to tell me Neptune Company's on a run.
Okay, so you're waiting for them to be out of their fire station.
So and they know where I work too.
Yeah,
these urchins do.
it's going to be hard for you to sneak off work in the middle of a work.
I'm not going to sneak off. I need them to come and tell me my mother's dying if I'm working.
Okay, so they're going to come.
So they're going to come and tell me mother's dying. I'm going to leave. When I get back, I'll tell them those little brats were lying again, or whatever, and take a pay cut or whatever needs to happen and look the fool. That's my plan.
Yeah, so you'll lose an hour or two of pay.
Mm-hmm.
No big deal.
I'm sure Mr. Fay will make it up to me if I really need it.
Now, what's the plan then collectively between now and Saturday? So Monday, Tuesday, I mean, what are we doing next?
Working and awaiting further orders. Pretty much what I'm doing.
I'm going to take a walk over to the warehouse, specifically to case the joint myself.
You mean Sampson and Wilkerson?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a warehouse. That's their office.
Their office. My apologies.
They probably have warehouse space somewhere too. But
in that
this is their office. This is where they do their business.
In that case, I'm going to go in, case their office, and see if I can find out where they store their goods.
Is this Monday, Graham?
This is Monday.
Thank you.
You're going to do that on Monday. Okay. What else to be done on Monday?
Let's check. Mm-hmm. Is anybody looking into Tom Nichols? He was the captain that brought the slaves over. That Hyman was, I think that was his name. Was a guy on the ship.
Yeah, and we know that Nichols is the captain of the Brillante, which notice you saw at dock.
We did.
Also, Mrs. Schleiman.
So he's in town somewhere. His ship is currently in port.
Yes, Mr. Tully made inroads with Miss Schleiman to interview her about her husband potentially later on.
Okay, so that's another thing to be done.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are basically, through the course of the next day or two, dividing up a bit to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
I'm working.
So, yeah, but you're waiting for your moment. So we start then, you know what, then let's start with going to the Wilkerson and Sampson.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just you?
That'd just be me. I'm putting on my hat. I'm taking my cane. I am going on a walkabout town. Maybe I'll get some disgusting street food.
What do you mean disgusting?
What's
Corn
disgusting
is delicious.
I'll get some corn.
There's nothing wrong with that. Oysters, if you like.
Sorry?
You get fresh oysters, especially down by the seaport.
I don't know what this is on a stick, but it tastes delicious as well.
Kevin will eat anything that doesn't taste terrible and that he doesn't kill him.
Yep.
Oysters would end my life, but he loves them.
Yep. Oh yeah, they're down by the port. You get a lot of people selling things like oysters.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Tully was also trying to look into trying to somehow poison the fish for Neptune Company too, or something like that. He had some kind of plan. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, it turns out that's a little harder to do than we thought.
Yes.
Because like you guys, they buy their supplies. They send a guy down to like Fulton Market to buy what's available and what's cheap today. You know, you see what the catch of the day is. Because the price of fish varies by day depending on what's come in.
Yep.
So, as for Wilkerson and Sampson, the building, their office is on, I think it was on John Street, right near South Street, if I remember right near the docks. So you've got, of course, the noise and smell of the seafront, the gulls, the people selling fresh fish and screaming about it. And the building itself, it's a freestanding structure, 2 stories, with a little sign out front that says Wilkerson and Sampson, import-export.
Mm.
And then a second floor, which is probably an apartment.
Mm.
There's no sign or anything indicating it contains a business. And
does it have? Is there a separate staircase accessible from the street going up?
No.
Or so it's in. So that would imply that the building also. Yeah. Okay.
This building is one of the traditional, what was probably once an artisan's home. where you had a workshop on the first floor and an apartment on the second. So they're using it currently as an office. It was probably originally a craftsman's shop. And given where you are, I give you even money that this was once a place where someone made stuff like netting or rope or something. Was probably once some kind of a chandlery, place where they make supplies for ships.
Okay. So is it in a row of buildings? Is it attached to anything? Or
it's in a row of buildings, but it's not attached. There's enough space between this building and the next one that you could walk through. Not much more.
Attached with alley?
Yeah, so yeah, we could call that an alley on the one side. On the other side, it is up against building next to it, barely. In other words, you can see through, but I don't think there's enough space for a human being to fit.
Okay.
So it's a freestanding structure, but it is very close to its neighbor on one side and about 5 feet from its neighbor on the other side. So there's room to walk through on one side.
Walking around, is it does it back up onto a larger alleyway or another street?
Behind it is another building that faces out to the next street.
Okay.
So it doesn't go all the way through.
Okay.
There's also what appears to be an outhouse out here in the back.
And plumbing.
Yeah. So no, this building is old New York. This was an artisan shop. This building may be here 100 years already.
That's actually very useful to know. No, hold on. So outhouse.
Yep.
What's the current time of the year again? Like, what's the weather?
July.
Oh
so
yeah,
hot.
Late July. We're heading for high summer.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
So it's warm out here.
So an outhouse.
Yep.
Up against building. Looking at both the building itself and the building next to it, do either have any like a fire escape, any way to ascend?
No.
No.
And most of the buildings on this street are only 2 stories. So I guess if there's a fire and you're on the second floor, you jump.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
What the building next to it, is it residential or another office?
The next to it is on the first floor. It advertises maritime goods. There's no name there; it just says maritime goods. So I guess you'd have to ask to learn what the business, if this business has a proper name. And again, what is almost certainly an apartment on the second floor. So a lot of these buildings follow the same pattern. Some kind of business or retail outlet on the first floor and an apartment on the second.
Okay.
It's just that some of them have now gone over from manufacturing and retail to things like office. So here, this is an import-export company. They don't manufacture anything here. This is where they do their paperwork.
Okay. So I could see the backyard, like because I could see the outhouse.
Yep.
I
don't know if you want to walk back there, though. I mean, that is somebody's property.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
It's
trying
not
to
a
get as
public thoroughfare.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as much information just from peeping.
Yeah, so when you walk by, you can look down that alley and you can see the edge of the outhouse from there. But can't see more unless you're actually going to walk into that alley. And that alley is not a public space.
No.
One of the ferries from Brooklyn, according to this map, lands like right here too.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, sorry. You can.
No, you go on.
Can I walk down the alley, just sort of casually strolling, get to the end of it, then take a look, and then turn around and back out?
I said this is not a public thoroughfare, so if someone sees you, they may get upset.
Yeah.
But you can. There's no gate or anything to stop you. You can just walk in.
Then I go.
The only thing preventing you from doing this is propriety.
I just want to take a look to see if there's anything else of note in the backyard. Besides the outhouse.
No. Just there's some grass. So clearly well fertilized.
Very.
Yep. Other than that, not much else to see back here.
Okay, then I immediately
there's an exit back here, so you don't have to go around the front of the building to get to the outhouse.
That's what I was hoping for. Okay. Back.
And a set of bricks that form a staircase. In other words, someone's built a simple 2-step stair out of brick that accesses the backyard.
Do I see an entrance to a coal cellar in the backyard?
No.
Okay. So likely just a 2-story building, no basement.
If it has a basement interior, it's an interior access. Many buildings do. Most buildings do. But
would there be any visible? Would there be any visible small windows for letting a little bit of light into the basement?
Not that you've seen.
Okay.
Which means if it's a basement, it's probably storage or a root cellar or some such.
Just pitch black. Okay.
Yeah, you need a light source.
I back out the alleyway, doing my best to look confused before going and continuing along the road.
Okay. Well, you've got plenty of traffic, and of course, some people will look at you like, "Okay, that's weird," but no one's going to say anything.
Then I can go.
These streets are crowded as hell. Between the people selling things like food and drink, people coming to and from businesses, sailors making their way to and from boats, it's loud. It's crowded. No one notices you. You are one of hundreds.
Wonderful. Okay.
Honestly, with the streets like these, the real danger is the fact that there's no traffic control. Like cross the street at your peril. And people do business right out in the street. It's not just the roving vendors. Get over to South Street, for instance, there are people who've set up stalls and carts right out in the street where they're selling things like fish. Some of them are selling things like used clothing out in the street. The street is where a lot of business happens. Plus, of course, you've got kids offering you a shoe shine, kids who look for tips by keeping the sidewalks clean, sweeping out mud and snow and hoping to get paid for this purpose. You've got people selling newspapers. And keep in mind, almost every one of these sellers spends their time screaming about what they have to offer. So quiet it is not. Everybody needs to be louder than the next guy to make sure that everybody knows what they are selling.
I see a market here for people who need some delicious and throat-soothing maple syrup.
Actually, yeah, probably some of them. Or a market for more speaking trumpets.
Okay, I'm satisfied. Thank you, Kevin.
Yep. Are you going into the business?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Just curious. It's open. It's publicly accessible.
I believe you. I just want to case the joint.
Okay. You will also, of course, notice occasionally people going in and out. Because, yeah, it's a business.
Yeah, I know I'm a known entity.
Okay.
For an interior casing, I'd want to send somebody else who is less well connected.
Are you watching who goes in and out?
Ooh, that's a good point. I would absolutely before I go to the backyard, I would take a moment while watching, see if there's anything I notice with the clientele.
Well, you're going to want to stay a while to do that, which is fine. Basically find yourself a spot by a vendor, buy something to eat, buy a newspaper.
I make my way through 2 cobs of corn.
Yeah. In which case, make yourself a spot hidden roll.
Absolutely.
So you're watching people coming and going because every now and again, it's a business. People come and go.
Corn and oysters, the diet of champions.
Good street food.
That's probably what my guy actually eats a lot of. Is he loves slurping on oysters? I feel like,
and they're often sold by street vendors, which is hilarious from our perspective.
I know.
Oh, I guess my character does too.
Yeah.
Okay. 35. Regular success.
Okay. So you'll notice through the course of the afternoon, about a dozen people come and go. You will notice one man, a younger man, who comes and goes twice. He probably works there because you see him leave. You see him cross the street over to an oyster stand. And then 15 minutes later, you see him come back. That's lunch. He just went and stuffed his face with lunch, which means he's probably a clerk. So now you don't have his name, but you've got the face of the guy someone who works there.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also notice a man you think you've seen somewhere before. Were you on the dock that night?
On the dock.
Looking for Captain Heyman?
Yes, that was him and Burke.
You've seen this man before. He was on the dock that night as well.
Mm.
So he's a sailor or has something to do with ships. Or he was lurking around the dock that night for some other reason.
Do I see him walk in or out?
He goes in. He remains about 10 minutes. And then he comes back out.
Mm.
So he clearly went in, engaged in some kind of business, which took about 10 minutes' time. And then he comes back out.
Right. What's his temperament as he leaves?
He seems relatively pleased. He's a taller man, so he's easy to follow in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
His hat has a bit of a crush to it, but then again, a lot of people's does. His clothing is largely loud. Checkerboard pattern, blue and red for his coat. He's, like a lot of people, fond of very bright colors. But his clothing is clean, well made. So he's probably not poor. And he actually does stop at the end of the next block to get his boots shined.
Mm.
So he's willing to spend a dime for that.
All right. Interesting.
Is that Wilkerson?
And then he heads west.
Before he gets up from the shoe shiner, is it just a one-seater or are there multiple seats?
It doesn't have seats. It's just a spot. You stand, you put your foot on a peg, and the shoe shine boy gets down on a knee and does it. It's basically all portable.
Are there multiple? Josh!
Oh, there are a lot of kids offering shoe shines.
Okay, but would there be one next to so I could saddle up next to get a shoe shine?
God, yeah.
God, yeah?
Yeah, the number of people who do this. I mean, remember by the time you're 8 or 9 years old, you're expected to get a job. Yeah. Remember, if you're poor, you're 8, 9 years old, you're expected to get out there and get a job.
Mm.
None of this lingering around.
Gotta earn your keep.
Yeah.
Oof.
Now, you don't want to know how many of these kids are making money for their parents to drink.
Yeah. Oh,
try not to think about it.
That's unfortunate. I'm going to. Yeah. While he's getting his shoe shine, I'm going to saddle up next to him and essentially put my boot up and pay the kid to shine my shoes.
Yep.
And just sort of not like in that way of like two people doing the same thing. Two strangers on a train, just sort of nod, tip my hat, and say, "Good morning to you, sir.
Morning.
How are you this fine day? Sorry, there's not much to do but wait."
Fine. Doing well. You?
Oh, I'm doing splendid. I'm out for a walk around town. Yesterday was, I was all cooped up reading, so I thought I may as well stretch the legs. Walk the canal, or walk the neighborhood, taking the sights, see if I can find anything. I have my like thing of oysters still in hand. Would you like one?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Fair. I sip in an oyster while having my shoes shined. The American dream.
Yep. Well, you also, of course, now can get a good look at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You'll definitely recognize him if you see him again. You are welcome to make a spot hidden roll.
Excellent. I like how the keeper rewards me for doing things.
Well, you've seen this guy somewhere before.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious, that is... My spot hidden is 55, I got a 54.
Mm.
That is that close.
Yeah, the man is clearly not loving the fact that you're talking to him. And the way he tries to sort of dodge part of the conversation is he takes out his watch to look at it as if to say, oh, I'm in a hurry. You know how people will do that?
Yeah.
He's got a watch.
Well, one, he does. And two, it's what's on the watch that you'll notice. Because the cover of the watch, when he opens it, is engraved SS Brilliant.
Ooh. Oh.
That's where you saw him. He's a sailor aboard
It's Nichols.
Tom Nicholas's ship. No, that watch is probably a gift to a mate or an officer.
Yeah.
That's a captain's gift to his crew, is what it is. This man is a mate or an officer aboard SS Brilliante. He works directly for Captain Nicholas. It's Captain Nicholas. That's why you saw him the other night at the dock.
Interesting.
And then he's now dodging you by looking at his watch, like, oh, gotta go, kind of thing. And of course, he will then, take off and leave you there. But now you know who he is, and you have a good sense of where he came from.
Mm-hmm. Brilliante.
Yeah, that's a good bet that the captain bought more than one of those watches as gifts for his officers and mates.
Okay. Once he walks off, I turn my attention to the shoeshine boy, and I say, young lad, come here. Just for a moment.
They'll look up at you. Sure.
How often does that man come by to have his shoe shined?
Couldn't rightly say, sir. Now and again, I guess. He's a sailor, I reckon. So only when he's in town.
I would appreciate it, my good boy, and I hold out a shiny coin. If you could pay a little more attention to his comings and goings, and the next time I pop by, there might be another one of these.
Certainly, I can do that. Yes, sir. with a great deal of pleasure.
I pay the boy who was shining that guy's shoes, and I look to the one who is shining my shoe, and I tip generously.
Good.
As well.
Yeah, a little money goes a long way here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. And I walk off and slurp my oyster as I pass the torch off to whoever wants to pick up the scene next.
Okay, so that's what you learned today. So where are we going next? By now I've lost track of where other people are at the moment.
Well, you might want to find out what Burke was planning for the week too.
Yes.
I'm waiting for word.
Josh is here. Yeah,
Tracy's not really involved quite yet, and I don't remember what Tully was doing throughout the week.
Tully didn't have much because he tried to go and speak with that one family.
You're gonna go visit the Schleiman family again? At some point in the next day or two?
Yeah, let me think about how I want to handle that.
Okay, give it a moment. So what is Mr. Burke up to?
Much time has passed since.
So we went through Sunday onto Monday. So now basically into this coming week. In other words, you're going to meet company number 6 in a competition on Saturday. So we're really talking about what's going to happen between now and then.
I would have probably helped the family shop, restocked shelves, talked to customers.
Okay, so you're doing work, like actual business kind of stuff. Okay, fair enough. And what is Mr. O'Treasaigh up to?
He's Monday, I would say, is his day off. He doesn't have to do work on Monday, so he's probably perusing. I'd say unless people have something for him to do, like you said, yeah, he's probably just gonna gamble and get drunk.
Okay, so you're taking a day off.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Monday afternoon then, well, okay, Monday evening really, is when everybody will get back together because that's when your next alarm will come in.
I see.
So
What
this
time?
is the next time, about just past 7:30.
Oh, so I'm at the fire department.
Yeah, you're already there.
Because I try to spend as much time as there as I can.
Yeah, you've knocked off work for the day. So you guys will be among those who will respond. This one's pretty ordinary. This is another house fire. And this time you guys will be there first. It's local, so you won't have to compete with anybody. This one is, it's nice now and again to deal with something that's just non-suspicious. Like this is somebody, a small child apparently knocked over something that was cooking.
Grease
which
fire.
is how it started. Yeah, and then it turns into a grease fire.
That's bad.
And then some of the curtains go up. And of course, in buildings like these tenements, those go quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys will find yourselves spending...
Someone tried to throw water on it, and it made things worse.
Yep. You'll find yourself spending a chunk of the evening there.
Okay.
Dealing with this. On the other hand, it is giving you some more positive press, as it were. Because, you know, you're here saving people and whatnot. This one, someone who's got the lowest luck?
I have 66 right now.
I got 65.
Okay.
I got 59.
Anyone below
48?
48.
That's the lowest.
Okay, so Josh, roll luck.
Oh, great.
How well do we do?
B100. 14.
Oh, very nice. So, firstly, you'll have this under control fairly quickly.
That's a hard success.
Yeah.
With 48.
Fortunately, the apartment fire is on the first floor, which means you're able to basically crash through a door, isolate the source of the fire, pull the damaged things to the center out of a window. So you're getting the grease itself and what's burning to the outside, where it won't affect the rest of the building. So 1, it looks great. 2, this one doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And okay, that's nothing. And 3, you've also got a bunch of the neighborhood kids who've come to watch. Because at this hour, many of them have finished their job for the day. This includes a group of kids who come from a nearby theater. Turns out you're basically right up the block from one of these coffee and cake places that does late night performances. They've got shows. This is where a lot of these newspaper sellers, shoe shine boys, street sweepers, a lot of these child employees, this is where they gather in the evenings. Coffee and cake houses more than bars. Amateur theater, that sort of thing. So as it turns out, you've got quite the audience. And for those of you who are recruiting some of these kids as eyes and ears on the street, this is only helping.
Yeah, that's Mr. Fay.
Yeah. So even easier. And with a hard success on luck, it's as you guys are wrapping up and heading back to the station house that you'll receive a visitor from a little further uptown who tells you that company number 6, you wanted to know the next time they got a big call?
Fuck.
The answer is now.
Okay.
Apparently there's a significant fire further somewhere. He's not sure where. It's somewhere further north of Mott Street.
Okay.
That 2 or 3 companies have already responded to.
Great.
And since you guys were in the middle of a call, no one thought to summon you. So here's your perfect opportunity.
Sweet.
They might think you're still on call.
Let's go. I'm gonna let Faye know. I'm just gonna tell him it's time, and I'm gonna point his kid out, and then we're heading out. I'm gonna leave my coat and helmet and everything here. I'm just going to throw them on the back of the wagon.
Okay.
And I'm going with this kid.
Now, is anyone else going with?
I
Do
wasn't.
you want to take any?
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? Is Tracy around?
Absolutely.
Tracy, come with me.
All right.
I don't tell him what I'm doing. I'm just saying, come with me. So we're going to get Tracy involved in this whole shebang
that's
at this
enough.
point.
That's all you have to say to Tracy.
Okay, is anybody else going?
I wasn't planning on it, but they see me going.
Yep.
I think it might almost be smart for the rest of us to go to that other fire to,
yell at them.
delay.
That's up to you guys. If somebody else, if Burke or Faye tag along, that's fine. You're not coming inside. I'll tell you. Oh, Faye's coming? Yeah, I did tell you it was time.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Okay, so Faye's coming. I'm letting you both know you're not coming inside the building with me. But I do need lookouts. You might what?
That might be useful inside, but all right.
Well, we'll see if anyone's there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I lay out the plan. I'm just telling Tracy there's some books Mr. Tully wants in there. We're going to steal from the Neptune Company. They bunch of bitches. The last few weeks, they're apparently lighting people on fire. Oh, you don't care. That's true. Good enough. Fair enough. He starts making too much talk signs.
We're stealing some books? All right.
Yeah, you don't have to yell. Don't steal things.
Well, sorry.
And
being drunk.
Mr. Faye already knows. And
So who was going?
Faye and Tracy and me. And this kid, I'm also going to have the kid do lookout as well. And I'm going to point out Mr. Faye will pay him extra.
Okay, so you guys, and what about the others? Are you guys actually going to see if you can find this other fire?
It should be hard.
Tully's going to take the troop to the other fire.
Okay, so that way you were at a call downtown. Now you're heading to the next one. It'll take you a little. You'll have to listen a bit and ask a few people. Turns out this one apparently is at the northern end of Bowery.
Okay.
So the nice thing is you can just head right up Bowery.
Yeah,
cool.
It's way up there.
As we're going, I shout to Tully, "Remember to alert the papers! 2 fires in one night!"
Yeah, be a nice night for you.
I just shake my head at how that's unimportant as far as my character is concerned.
Okay, so the three of you are making your way uptown. This is going to be a brisk walk.
Yes.
You want to get there as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm. You don't want to try to run through the streets at this hour.
Okay.
Because at this hour, the streets are still crowded. So it's a walk, march, excuse me, kind of thing.
I told both of them to lose the fire equipment, too, before we left.
Well,
is there fire equipment?
The coats, the helmets. There's helmets and coats. Boots.
Okay. Coat, helmet. Well, your boots are less noticeable.
Okay.
The uniform basically is the red bib front shirt, over a coat and a helmet.
Okay.
All that shit came off and went on the wagon. Yeah.
So you'll also want to either change your shirt or put on another coat over your shirt.
Yeah,
he'll probably just wear his undershirt. But
it's July.
Yeah. So take off your red shirt.
My guy's not really. Yeah, he doesn't care about his appearance. So his
no one else does either.
Fine. Yeah, I know.
So if you want to look like not a firefighter, the red bib front shirt is very standard for.
Yeah, we don't want to look like firefighters. We want to look like.
If you're wearing anything that isn't that, you won't look like a firefighter.
Okay, good, great.
Right.
Yeah, likewise the helmet, and the coat. So without those things, you're good.
Okay.
You look like everybody else on the street. So drop the shirt, grab your actual, non-firefighting jacket, and off you go. It'll take you at this rate about 10 minutes to get there.
Okay.
And Neptune's company number 6, Neptune, their building is dark.
Okay. I want to send the kid up to knock on the door again. Ask if your daddy's there. If anybody answers. Say his name is Bob. No, just knock and run away. Here's a nickel.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
He'll knock and run away. He's good with that.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah, any answers?
Yeah, play a little ding dong ditch. And the short answer is no. Nobody answers.
Great. We're going to head to the back door again and see if it's locked. It wasn't last time. but it
The
might
back door is locked.
be. Okay. Let me see if I can get
The
it
front
open.
door is open.
I suspect the front door is open. How
Well,
busy
they
are
went out the front door.
Run out.
How busy are the streets right now?
At this point,
They're
still pretty busy.
busy. Let's
It's
try
about
the back.
7:45.
Let's try the back door first with the lockpick.
Okay,
And see if I can get in.
We'll get you through the back door.
06. That is an extreme success.
Oh, yeah. And these people lock doors for a reason, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
I just shake my head at Mr. Fay. Like, what are they thinking? All right,
Yeah,
I want O'Treasaigh, I want you to stay outside. I would have told you that before we got here. Keep lookout. If you see Neptune Company come,
11.
Okay.
distract them. Yes, whistle. And if we don't come out quick, distract them.
Okay.
Any way you want. And that's
yeah.
and then we go and we unlock the back door and we're inside. All right.
There's only one way he knows how to distract.
So I've been here. We know the way upstairs. Faye's with me. I tell him not to take anything or touch anything. We don't want to take anything but the books.
Okay.
Yeah, is it dark in here?
So the two of you go in. There's no lights on in the moment.
Probably about 8
So,
o'clock.
well, you've got-
so it's pretty.
You've got the early early evening daylight.
Well,
By 8 o'clock, remember in July by 8 o'clock, the sun is mostly down.
What is it? Only 8 o'clock. We got the last fire run at 7:30.
Yeah, you're here. It's about quarter from. Yeah, because you ditched the other one pretty quickly.
Okay.
Then about 10 minutes here. So yeah, it's a little after 8.
A little after 8. Great.
So you've got very little daylight left.
Okay.
Shouldn't
And you've
need
got
it.
some ambient light from the street. So you can kind of see where you're going a little bit,
Okay.
but there's no lights on inside.
Let's go up the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Does everything look pretty much the same?
Should be.
Mhm.
Wow, yeah.
The desk was next to a
Slightly
window, so there should be a little bit more light there.
Yep.
Okay, this seems too easy. So I'm gonna. You said if I already picked a lock, I can pretty easily pick it a second time, right? I don't need a reroll, or do I? Okay.
Both of you should make yourselves a listen roll.
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh, my listen sucks. 13 out of 20, regular success.
Cool.
Holy shit.
Failure on my
Take
part.
that.
It sounds for a moment like there's somebody speaking.
Where? I'm gonna grab
Can't
Mr.
tell.
Fay and I'm doing this.
Somewhere upstairs, like as you're making your way up the stairs towards the
still
desk.
up the steps. Okay,
It sounds like there's somebody speaking quietly upstairs. Except you're not understanding what they're saying.
Okay.
Maybe you're too far away. Maybe they're not speaking in English.
I'm shushing Mr. Fay without making any noise, and I'm pointing, and I do like this. And I would like to now creep up the stairs instead of just going up.
I would also like to creep up the stairs. What's your stealth?
Damn it. What?
What's your stealth?
You don't know.
Oh, never mind.
I hope yours is better.
Okay.
I
Well,
did
if
make a
you-
stealth check with a.
I was going to say, if you want to be quiet about it,
That's what I'm doing with a hard success, actually.
Okay, that should help cover anyone else. You'll want to make a stealth roll as well.
How are you
but
doing,
if
Faye?
you fail,
That is a failure.
God damn it! I
Okay,
knew I
but
should have
hard-
brought you in here.
hard success may help cover that a bit. So you slow down. The stairs, there's one or two stairs that do creak, and it's really not Mr. Fay's fault. That stair creaks.
Every
He's
time he
doing
creaks
not-
a stair, I stop and I just look back at him.
Yep.
Damn
And
it.
when you reach the upper level,
Mhm.
there's not enough light to see if there's anyone here. You're not seeing anyone visibly distinct right now, but given that it's fairly dark, there could be a person in the shadow sitting at the desk. There's a lot of places a person could be that you wouldn't have a good view of with this light level.
Is
And you can definitely hear the
Yeah.
sound. It's a single voice, as if someone is speaking to themselves.
any idea where it's coming from?
It's definitely coming from the area where the beds are, where the display, basically the main upper level area, where you saw a bunch of cots,
Right.
where the display of
Statues,
the statues and the spears,
thing on the
and
walls.
the mat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn, we should.
it's coming from that area. So someone is, maybe if you don't see them, maybe they're lying down on a bed.
Like talking to themselves.
Yeah.
Still can't make out the words.
No.
Just like
And the
my
more you
mom's
listen,
about-
the more you're becoming wondering whether they're speaking in English at all. Maybe you're having a hard time understanding it because it's a language you don't speak.
We would have face masks, or we would be able to pull up something to cover our faces for fighting
forgot
fires,
that.
right?
Not normally, but you could certainly bring a handkerchief with you for that purpose.
Yeah, we could like.
Yeah, I'll have a bandana.
Cover
Can I have a
your face.
bandana that I would throw on right after we stepped in the door?
Yeah, put it
Okay.
up your face.
Let's bandana up.
Yeah.
Or soot, just
I wouldn't.
The bandana is easier because you can take it off.
wash. Anyway, yeah, I'll do the bandana. Okay, I'm gonna look at Faye. I'm gonna, point over towards the beds.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Because
do
it's
kind of
coming
like
from that-
this again. And I'm
It's coming
doing.
from kind of that area, so maybe it's someone seated at the desk or someone lying on a bed.
Wait, is the desk over there? I thought the beds were over there and the desk was
The desk
up
is
here.
past the beds,
Oh fuck. Okay. Damn it.
so it's either your speaker is probably either over by the desk or by the beds. Hard to be certain.
But he's not sitting at the desk, right? Because there's a window right there, and we'd
Might
see
be
a
a client.
If we're
silhouette.
sitting at the desk, you probably see the silhouette here.
So he's not at the desk. He might be over by the desk, or even
Yeah.
laying on
Or-
the floor next to the desk.
Or sitting on the floor.
That's
in the
not.
corner.
Oh, that's not creepier either.
Yeah. But whoever it is, they're not visible at the moment.
All right, I'm gonna slip my kosh out of the long pocket in my pants that it always resides in. So I've got that in hand,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna have the lockpicks in the other.
Yeah.
And I'm
Of course,
trying to
better
figure out
view
where
this
that.
if you had a light, but then whoever it is might see you.
I'm trying to figure out where the voice is coming from. And is there any way to get past? God, okay, I'm trying to figure out where the voice is coming from. I don't know if I can or not.
Another listen roll would be to try to
My
determine.
listen sucks.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're trying to basically echolocate.
Yeah.
Like, where is this sound coming from in a room that is
No.
large and mostly wood?
57
I
out
will
of 20. I can't. I'm
I will
not sure.
spend any luck to make it a success.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Now I'm glad you came.
It is almost certainly coming from the area by the desk.
Okay. I'm going to make a gesture. I'm going to point in the direction, and then make a just sort of like gently like a fisting. It's no bonking motion.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, your target is by the desk.
Targets by the desk.
Oh, it's still too dark to see over there.
Yeah. Of course, the nice thing is if it's too dark to see them, maybe it's too dark for them to see you.
Maybe. All right. I'm going to make my way over there very slowly. I can still hear them. And now that he's told me where he thinks they are, like he's pointed to the desk, I'm focusing
So
on
now-
that area. I'm ignoring the
So you
beds and the
So
statues.
you get low
Yeah, I'm
could
crawling
try-
on the ground.
and move. Basically, the best way to do this then is move such that if the person is where he thinks it is, move such that the desk obscures you.
Oh,
If they're
yeah. I'll do
next
that.
to or behind the desk.
Okay.
If you're on the other side,
I'll
you're
do
as
that.
covered as and then you have the beds and the desk.
Is Faye coming with me? Are you with me? Are you behind me?
I'm with you.
Okay. I pull out something
You
from my
don't-
other
you don't-
pocket and I put it into your hand.
Ooh.
It's
What is it?
it's brass knuckles. It's one set of brass knuckles.
Okay.
Basically, he can do 1d4 damage instead of 1d3 damage if with his fists.
Adds a little something.
Oh no, it's 1d3 plus 1 damage plus your damage bonus. Sorry.
Yeah, so it adds 1 to a punch.
And I still have another pair. I have 2
Yep.
sets of brass knuckles. So
Yep. Okay, so another stealth roll is what you want.
Okay, so
here.
you lose one.
okay.
Now this time you're going to roll with advantage because you
Oh.
have a good course.
Okay.
In other words,
Thank
the
you.
person must be over there, so I can use the desk to obscure my moves. I can stay below the bed level,
I'm moving real slow too.
and you're moving slowly.
Okay, advantage made it. 15 is a hard success again.
That'll cover both of you then.
Thank God for the advantage die.
That is a success on my part as well.
All right,
All
we're
right,
like the
so you-
wind.
Move up, so
I
you
get
both.
I get to put a little mark next to my stealth.
Yep, both of you move up next to the desk,
Oh my God, this is gonna go bad so fast.
and a spot hidden roll now to find the person if you want to launch a sneak attack, assuming they are here. So
Yeah,
they would lean around the corner.
We can still hear somebody mumbling,
The-
correct?
The mumbling has not stopped.
And it's in. Can we tell now? It's definitely a language we don't understand.
It is not English. That is
Okay.
for certain.
Shit, 10. 10 out of 25. I guess that's a hard success.
Yeah, it is. Good. You get to make yourself a sanity roll then.
Oh no! It's coming from inside the drawer.
No.
Who gets to make it? Both of us?
You do. Well, you first. Did you make? Did Mr. Fay also make the spot hidden?
I also made it.
So yes, you get to make.
He had an extreme, and I had a hard.
So both of you will need to make a sanity roll then.
Okay. Where the hell is my sanity?
That's a success.
No, fail.
Okay. On a success, you will lose 1. On a failure.
God damn it! Here we go.
Whoops.
Jesus, how many dice are you rolling, Kevin?
Just 1, but I'm trying to get the dice thing to work. If it'll work. 6.
Okay.
Oh.
Because you're in front,
real
you get
bad.
hit real hard. Because as you round the corner looking to hit somebody, it becomes very clear to you where the sound is coming from. Remember what was stacked up on the wall next to the desk?
The masks behind the desks. The masks are actually behind.
It's coming from one of the masks.
All right.
The mask.
Do you want an intelligence check to see if I have a bout?
Well, you lost more than 5 in
I
one.
lost 6. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the mask.
25 is unfortunately a success. I have a bout of madness.
Yeah.
I get some Cthulhu mythos as well.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I don't want. Okay, fine.
Sorry.
5 points of Cthulhu mythos. There we go.
Now,
gibber. What happens
when you lose your shit like this? Are you the sort of person who, given your tendency toward violence, are you the sort of person who would attack such a thing?
Yes, kill it.
So you begin attempting to destroy the mask.
Yep, I got the sap
you got the caution
in my hand. If it's right
there, wailing on this thing.
Am I yelling or screaming or anything at the same time, or can I do it silently?
You're
in control, Kevin. What do I do?
Yeah, there's no reason to scream.
Okay.
In that you're still, you know to do these things quietly. The point is you've gone from I would use this caution to serve a knockout blow to now you are looking for murder.
Oh yeah. I want to kill all these.
Your objective is murder.
With the 3 masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. So much for no one knowing we were here. I'm gonna destroy him if I can.
I'm starting to smash as much as you can. As for Mr. Fay, you lost only 1 point.
Damn it!
So you realize the sound appears to be coming from the mask, and then your pal Brick here just loses his shit and starts attacking the mask.
I just leap across at him and I start smashing him if I can with the what are they made of?
Yeah. They're made of wood. But this is the caution is not really the best tool for smashing.
No,
it's quite the opposite. It's intended to be flexible to hit with.
Yeah, all I'm gonna do is fucking beat on these masks until they attack me back and eat me.
So he's not accomplishing a whole lot of damage.
Well, that's good.
They're clearly damaging it, but he's trying to clearly annihilate it. All he's doing is beating it up.
How long does this last?
Well, hold on a second.
Oh man.
Okay, in that case, with him freaking out, knowing that we are now traceable. This is not something which gives us sort of like free reign to take shit.
No,
so
okay.
Yeah,
you're not in charge. I'm in charge when we're on a job like this. You know that.
Yeah, except you're not at the moment.
And I know.
Honestly, the best thing to do at this point would be to take the masks because you've already damaged them. But that is not something that O'Reilly is going to do.
No,
he is now determined to destroy these.
For as long as I'm in my bout of madness
from this plane of existence.
I'm going to let Brick continue to work. I'm going to prioritize the target for right now. I'm going to go into the desk and remove the books.
They're locked.
I've got good lock picking.
Do you have lock picks?
Of course I've got lock picks.
I don't know.
Well, you can make yourself a locksmith roll. Alternatively, you're going to need to smash the lock.
What would smashing the lock be?
That's easy to do. It's a simple.
Oh my god! Every time I bring someone in on a job with me, next time I go alone, you guys, everybody changes the plans on me.
You're already destroying the mask, so I don't care about subtlety now. I'm gonna break the lock.
You do whatever you want. I'm just saying, nobody comes on a job with me anymore ever again after this.
Because you're right. At this point, subtlety is gone, given that he's damaging the masks. So it's clear someone's in here. So what's the harm in damaging the lock?
Because they won't know we took it.
Break lock, take the books. By the way, the strange idol that nobody recognized was mentioned to me the other night. Yes,
We told you everything that we saw in this place.
Where
It's
is
going to be
that
hard to
relation?
find it in the dark, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the table near where the beds are.
We passed right by it, probably,
Yeah.
when we were crawling.
You actually passed right underneath it, basically.
There you go.
Okay.
In fact, you may have gone under that table instead of around it.
God damn it, this thing went south
Okay.
so fast.
I'm going to. So, Bout of Madness generally lasts when there's another person for a number of rounds rather than a number of hours.
1d10 rounds.
1d10 rounds.
Generally.
So,
This is probably going to go on until you make him stop.
yeah, I'll pocket the books and then I'll say, Brick.
What?
It's dead.
Yeah.
Is it dead, Kevin?
It stopped speaking.
Oh, it did stop speaking. Thank you, Mr. Fay.
We have to go.
Well, I've got to pick the lock. I've got to get the books first.
I've already got the books. I shown the books. We have precious few moments. Let's get the frick out of here. Is there anything now that we don't care about the element of surprise, so to speak, or not the element of surprise? Now that we don't care that we're untraceable, is there anything you want to do before we leave? Like maybe the hose? Wait, no, the thing's already gone. Never mind.
Yeah, they probably took the engine.
Your engine's not here.
They would have taken the engine.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do before we leave?
I look
Anything you
back
want to
over my
take?
shoulder at the masks.
They look like they're leering at you.
Yes.
And
Pick those up.
And as
put them in the
inside-
fire.
Oh, as for the inside, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Those masks, yeah. Those masks speak to some. You can't even pronounce the name. Orisha.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Tully said before, Orisha. He said that word.
This is what you've got here is the corruption of what was probably some kind of African magic.
That's corrupt African magic. We could
In
have
other
put it
words,
in the stove.
Notice what you've got here is these people learned it probably from an enslaved person.
Mm-hmm.
They learned it from the slaves they bought. Give me the books. You put those in the stove and light them on fire.
What you just encountered was essentially a watcher, security.
Yeah, they know we are here. They might know our faces.
And that's the important thing is they know you're here.
Okay.
Can we
shit.
Can we
They know we're
set
here.
a fire?
We gotta go. I run out. Okay. I'm gonna try to run in pitch blackness across the room to the stairs.
I'm going to let. At this point, I am going to flick a match on, and we're gonna use that to navigate.
I'm gone by the time you do that.
He's already gone.
I take off running as soon as I tell you they know we're here, and I run.
Yeah, because that's the last thing you realize is they know.
I've got a book. I've got the books. On my way out, do I see the strange item?
Oh yeah, it's on the table where it was before. There are four idols on the table, one of which is the one that no one could identify. Mr. Tully identified three of them as Orisha, West African idols.
But he specifically described the one that he couldn't identify, right?
Yeah, so you know which one it is that he did not identify. So three of them are like, those are clearly some kind of West African religious object. His fourth one is, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'm going to grab the weird one. Not pocket it, but grab it.
Yeah, you can't put it in a pocket. It's too big. But you can carry it with you.
I'm going to carry it with me. I'm going to pick it up and carry it out of the building.
Okay.
I still have an empty burlap sack tucked in my belt.
Yep.
Yeah.
You never even got
on the
your
way
sack
out.
out. Yeah. And you can, as you're exiting, you can hear the echo of that voice.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Me or him or both of us?
You. Just you.
Oh, God damn.
That's that insight running again, because you're not the only one hearing it. The boys uptown of Company 6 are hearing it.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
We're running. We go out the back door and close it. I'm not going to bother to lock it. And we are going to head out.
They just start taking off.
Here, I shove the sack at him. Yeah, we start walking. No, we're going to let you know. We're like, go, split up.
When they come out, there's Mr. O'Treasaigh at the back door, and O'Reilly just hands him an empty sack.
Sure, yeah.
He just handed you a
burlap sack. I just hand you that, and I keep walking.
Right.
Yeah, really. Yeah, then I just Take
And
off
he's-
too, maybe in a different direction.
Okay, so all of you are running away from the scene,
Mhm.
which means you will disappear before those guys were able to get here.
Oh, thank God.
However, two of you actually went uptown to the fire with some of your boys.
Oh, yeah.
So when you get to where you're going, it's at the north end of Bowery. This is well, I guess we'd have to call it a factory where the fire is. It's not, fortunately, it wasn't in business at the time. It had gotten dark and people had gone home. So the place was largely empty. By the time you guys have arrived, two other companies, Engine Company 6, Neptune, and Ladder Company number 4, have also arrived. 4 comes from further uptown. They are, by the time you guys get there with your engine and your pump, they've got things at least somewhat under control. You'll notice some of the guys from Company 4 have got a ladder up against the building, and there's someone on the 4th floor who's trapped. The fire is downstairs, so they're basically effecting a rescue using a ladder.
Okay.
Probably the night watchman or someone like that, because there's definitely somebody up there.
So are both companies fighting this fire, or is it pretty much the one ladder company doing it?
The folks from Neptune have got their pump set up, and they're aiming a stream of water at the 1st floor. The folks from the ladder company, meantime, are effecting a rescue on the 4th floor.
Okay.
And there's, at the moment, not a whole lot of glaring between those two companies because they're actually working here. Connected, because this building, this is owned by some of the people who live uptown. The building itself, this is the Borley building.
Okay.
And it houses, among other things, factories owned by rich people. In other words, this is the kind of thing where you actually care more about putting a fire out, because otherwise rich people get upset.
Then we will start pumping our water and fighting this fire.
Okay, so you guys are going to get to work doing that.
Yes.
As you're doing that, you'll notice something that's going to call for a sanity roll on both your parts.
All right. Up.
Doing a sanity roll. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, those are
66, which is a success.
Okay, for success, you'll lose nothing.
Hey.
On a failure, you'll lose 1.
Success.
Okay. And I'll make one collectively for the rest of your guys. They're. Oh, wait, that's a D6. Damn it! I keep doing that. They're fine.
They're great.
No. They're doing great. Wait, no, that's a D6. Of course, they're 25. They're still good. They're cool too. Because what you'll notice is the boys from Company 6 from Neptune, as you guys are setting up, and one of them is their guy. What was his name? Clark. Was it Clark? No, Caleb Meek. Meek is their foreman. Meek is yelling at guys through a speaking trumpet. And then he sees you guys, and he's pointing at you to get, come from that side, indicating get your pump around to that side and let's attack from 2 directions. He's smart about that, actually.
Okay.
And you know that too. He's right about that. It's wise to attack from 2 directions here. As he's doing that, you see him stop. And he sort of looks at the speaking trumpet for a moment, and then he goes back to what he's doing. That's not the part that gets you the sanity roll. What you'll notice is that each member of the Neptune company seems to do that in turn. Like each one of them pauses a moment, but it's not all at once. It's guy A, Meek pauses, then the next guy, then the next guy, then the next guy.
Okay, so they kind of just like pause in a chain.
Yeah, it's like a chain pause.
Okay.
And then they go back to what they were doing.
All right. Yeah.
Your guys, some of your guys noticed it. You noticed it. A lot of people noticed it. But, you made the sanity roll. Nothing other than, that was weird.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Huh. All right. Yeah. And we will fight the fire from the other side.
Okay. So
one of the few times that we will all work together.
Yep. And
because it benefits us all to save this building.
Yep. So it'll take you'll be here about 2 hours, all said and done. Getting this under control.
Okay.
And making sure the Borley building is still standing when you're done. The lower level where the fire started was a place they make phosphorus matches, which is undoubtedly what started this.
Okay.
Because, in a sensible society, we wouldn't make phosphorus matches in a crowded fucking city. But we don't live in a sensible society, do we?
No.
Capitalism!
Yes. So we're making these things, wherever capitalism says we are.
America, fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yes, that. So
the petroleum factory next to the ever-burning torch factory.
Yeah.
Now, let's be smart. We put it next to the orphanage.
No,
the orphanage is right in between the two.
Yeah, that's up the street.
That's the buffer.
We balance the orphanage on top of the two of them.
That's where all the workers live.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you will. The point is, you'll notice that during the course of this act, where you got the fire under control, and as soon as it's done, the guys from Neptune want to get going. You'll also notice that after the chain pause,
right.
Once you guys have moved your engine into position, you can see Meek pull over a couple of his guys, and 2 members of the Neptune company leave.
Oh.
Officially, what he'll tell you later is you guys were unseen, so he could dispatch a couple of his men back to the station house to make sure nothing else happened. You will probably later be able to coordinate to notice that they left, the pause, and then the 2 men departing happened around the same time.
Okay.
In other words, these things are clearly linked.
You're right, Faye. We should have burned the place down.
And I think Mr. O'Reilly actually knows exactly what they heard.
Yeah, there's a little African juju monster talking and told him that I was there.
Spoke to
And
them
they gave
and
him
told
my
them-
name and my address and Faye's name and his address and everybody's name.
Don't
We're all
know-
going to die now. We're going
Don't know what he told
die.
them.
Everybody's going to die.
Don't know what it told them, but it definitely told
That's
them
what it
that
told them.
someone was here.
No, it told him. That's what it told him. I'm going to be temporarily insane for 1d10 hours, Kevin, by the way.
Yeah.
So you can
you're
fuck with me as much as you want during that time, and I have to try to
Okay.
make sanity checks in order to see through your hallucinations or whatever the hell you decide to do with them.
Well, so you're convinced that it told them your name and address.
Oh, yeah. I am.
That it knows who you are.
As
it
long as
knows
I'm
where you
temporarily
are.
insane, I think that's what I am convinced of. That, and I'm
like
going to
that.
keep Faye, and I'm going to keep Tracy very close, and I'm going to be telling them this. I think that it told Neptune Company on our walk as we're making our way back to the fire. Once we get back to our fire station,
Yep.
If they come back to our fire station, which I hope they do.
Do they?
Yeah, good
You
question.
guys rendezvous back at your headquarters?
Yeah, well, we got to take the engine back.
Not you, Sean. I'm talking to my two boys here.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Did you guys make your way back to your station house?
I would say eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
Okay, so that's what I'm telling them. Once we all together, half an hour down the line, or 15 or 20 minutes, however long it took. I think they know it's us. I think they know me, and I think they know Faye. And you could tell I am messed up.
You're
Yeah, wide-eyed, and they know us. They know me and Faye. They know us. We need one. Get the axes.
No.
I'm ready to. They're gonna come. They're coming here. I'm convinced of that, and I'm getting one of the fire axes out.
For the time being,
How do you know? How do you know they know we're
You're
here?
not there.
Oh.
This is 20 minutes into your 2-hour firefighting up north.
Well, it'd probably be about an hour before you guys rendezvous and make
That's
your
fair
way
too.
home.
So
So about an hour. So you guys have about an hour at the station house before the rest of your company will come home.
Right.
Okay.
So
Are
by
they?
now it's
They're dead. They've killed them all.
It's middle evening.
What are you saying, Graham? You were trying to say something to me?
For now, it is probably wise for you to stay in the firehouse.
And you, and get axes.
We'll have access. We have access.
So you guys have basically fortified yourselves in the firehouse.
Yes, and I'm going to start drinking heavily.
Okay. So
Can I try and No, no, that's a character decision on your part.
I encourage him.
I'm telling you exactly what happened, Tracy,
Okay.
by the way.
Yeah.
so you're telling me about how it was the mask that spoke.
The mask?
It was a mask. It was talking. It stopped talking when I killed it. And
they have some kind of alarm.
it's an alarm. It's some kind of spirit or banshee or demon inside
Some kind of
that mask.
mechanism, like a wind-up toy of some kind.
No,
all magic nonetheless.
no, yeah, it's magic, and I'm really just convinced something was in that mask.
Okay.
And once it stopped talking, it had gone to tell Neptune Company.
Yeah. Okay. So
it was talking while we were there. Yeah. Anyway, blah, blah, yeah.
I'm fully believing everything O'Reilly's telling it. So.
Okay. And meanwhile, Mr. Faye's trying to give us like, no, it was just some kind of machine, and he got scared, blah blah blah. And I'm fine with him saying that, but
yeah.
We should have burned the whole.
Well, in case you're wrong,
should we go back and burn the whole building down?
Not right now.
All right, not right now. Tomorrow morning, maybe. Tomorrow
morning.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm freaking out.
Yep.
Sorry, didn't mean to take up that much time.
Burn the building down.
Weird being on this side of the sanity thing. You know, I'm so used to failing.
It's nice, isn't it? Not failing. I wish I could say the same.
Oh, well, yeah. It's kind of nice, I suppose. So, you guys are fortified in. You're drinking. An hour later, the rest of your guys will come back. Looking like, they've just come from fighting a fire. Because you have. And when you get back, you'll find the door is locked. And there's Mr. O'Reilly guarding the door with an axe. Are you letting the others in? I mean, you've barred the door.
How wild-eyed does he look?
You're muted, Andy.
A little less now that he's drunk as hell.
Who is it?
But still pretty freaked out.
I'm not opening the door till I know who's out there.
Yeah,
who is it?
He's got an axe in one hand, a bottle in the other.
Who are you?
Non-stop for the last hour.
Who's out there? Somebody answer me!
It's Mr. Tully and the boys.
Oh, thank God. Wait, how do I know you're really Mr. Tully? Tell me something only Mr. Tully would know. Yeah, something's wrong with O'Reilly. You know this. He's never been like this. Even drunk, he's never been crazy, freaked out like this.
Mr. Tully would know.
If we answer your questions, are you going to put down the axe?
I haven't even opened the door for you guys yet. I'm talking to you through the door.
37 marks on my club, on my shillelagh.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, you demons. You better not be demons. Oh, yeah, you hear me unlock the door. I crack it open. And when I see you guys, this wave of relief washes over. Get in quick! I run over and open the main doors, too, so they can bring the engine in. And then I run, and again, axe in one hand, bottle of whiskey in the other. And then I run up the stairs, probably stumble several times and fall and get myself back up until I'm finally at the top of the stairs. Oh no, I don't spill any whiskey. I'm Irish. Anyway,
sitting at a table in the middle of the room, just like head in hand, just like, oh my God.
They're back, Mr. Fay. They're back. We're safe. We're safe.
Excellent.
I start crying.
And
they're there,
meantime,
buddy. They're there.
In the meantime, Mr. O'Treasaigh, who was taken along for the ride on this, has watched the whole thing happen.
I'm probably playing along too. Well, maybe not necessarily playing along. He's probably falling in line, helping with the doors and all that stuff.
Yeah. Now, are you buying into any of what he said about a talking mask?
He obviously seems pretty spooked. So
something freaked him out.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, that would creep me out. I probably would have burnt the whole building down if I saw a mask talking to me. So.
Faye was telling you it was some kind of mechanical thing, like a phonograph type of thing where something was wound up and made noises.
Yeah, no.
Like he probably would have was its mouth moving?
No, it was coming from the mask was alive, but it was still a mask, right, Kevin? Like it didn't move, but it talked. It was a ventriloquist mask.
Yeah, like, was it a ventriloquist? Was there an invisible
So
person wearing it?
nothing was moving from it,
Crouching
but
on the
sound
floor?
was coming from it.
Yeah, and it's leaned up against a wall with this much space, and they were words. What the words,
So
Mr. Fay?
Now, either of you who heard it are welcome to make an intelligence roll to see if you can repeat some of what was said if you wish.
I don't want to repeat what it said. No. I'll see if I can remember what it said, but... Oh, no, I failed. No, I'm too freaked out. I'm never going to remember those words again.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense.
That is an extreme success.
You can actually remember the entire sentence and write it down if you wish.
I write it down.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm doing while I'm waiting.
Yep.
And
Which means now you need someone who can figure out what language it is.
Swahili.
Whatever it is, it's not English.
I
Can I
press
take
it
a look at
into
it?
I pass it over to
yeah.
Is it Latin? Is it Latin?
Fergus.
It's not Latin.
No, then I don't know what it is.
It's an African language. They're African masks.
I kind of figured that's what it was. But...
Hold on. What did Faye do with all the goods?
Oh, well, I would have dropped them off at your
shop.
I would have at my shop for safekeeping.
Okay.
And I would have.
So they're not
had a
here.
couple. No, and I would have had a couple urchins watch my shop for the time being.
Okay, that's fine. So you didn't bring the books here.
No, we all just met here, and then I started flipping out.
What about the statue?
Statue would also be at my shop.
Okay,
it's probably a good idea.
Maybe. With a couple urchins to warn me if anything happens in my shop. But my shop is only about a block away.
Yeah, so if something happens, you can get there relatively quickly.
Yes.
Okay, so now the rest of the company is back. Are you telling anybody else about what happened?
No.
I'm asking a lot of questions about the fire, though.
Okay.
Like a lot of questions about the fire. I'm really interested in what happened, how it started.
I listen in on this, especially when you talked about Neptune Company.
Not sure how the fire started, but the Neptune Company and was it Ladder 4? You said, Kevin?
Yeah, it was Ladder Company number 4.
Ladder Company number 4 were working together. The Ladder Company was trying to get looked like the night watchman for the factory out of the 4th floor, and the Neptune boys were fighting the fire down the ground floor.
What kind of factory was it? Oh, you said it was a phosphorus factory. They were making matches. Oh, that's why it started on fire.
It was strange all of a sudden.
Hold on, who's still here? Is it the whole company, or is it just the 5 of us? By the time he starts telling about the weirdness.
Are you waiting until some of the other boys are heading home?
Yeah, I'll let the other boys go.
Okay.
The ones who aren't like on the up and up of what we do on the side.
Okay,
it's just
so you basically take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you give him the basics of the fire, and then the company goes, and then you go into more detail on some of the weirdness? Or I'm just trying to figure out how this plays out.
Yeah, kind of after everyone's kind of left, make sure everyone gets a nice little pour. It was a strange moment. Their captain was calling out, and then all of a sudden he paused, and like a chain of men just paused.
I grab Mr. Fay, grab his clothes, and I'm like clutching him close to me.
I noticed 2 of their men left off, heading back, I would assume, towards their house.
Didn't see which ones they were.
When? Yeah, I would have asked who they were at some point.
Didn't catch which two.
Yeah, I don't know their names.
But definitely two men were dispatched.
We had a bit of trouble with our end of things, unfortunately. There was some kind of...
Demon masks! There were demon masks! They talked this time, Mr. Tully! They mumbled in some juju language I didn't understand.
You're talking the big masks.
The ones behind the desk. You remember the ones behind the desk?
I remember
I let go of Faye. I run downstairs. I'm locking all the doors. I'm making sure all the doors are locked. Sorry. Go ahead.
Mechanism. Some kind of mechanism. I am insisting now to the point of absurdity because clearly there's something going. Yeah, I'm in denial.
That's fine.
Mechanism.
demons! That was demons! That's from downstairs.
That alerted Dear Sweet Brick, and we had to turn our light cat burglary into a smash and grab.
But if it was some kind of mechanism, then how did everyone else in the Neptune Company pause then?
I'm running back
Clearly
Like they heard
upstairs.
something.
Clearly, they had like some. I mean, I employ urchins. Maybe they had some kind of like bell ring, and a boy ran to go tell them.
A bell! There was no bell that rang. Did you hear a bell, Mr. Fay? No, the demon came out of the mask, and it flew up there, and it whispered in the ears, one at a time. Yes, that's what it was. I grabbed him by the lapels. That's what it was, and then I let him go. And then I sit down like nothing happened, and I start drinking again.
Good, Mr. Riley. Good, Mr. Riley. Have another drink.
Riley, sir.
Yeah, he's clearly been drinking, and some of the others were whispering about that. And like, okay, he's done for tonight. We're done for tonight. So
well, I didn't see any boy run in.
Well,
I actually want to do an occult check.
Sure.
I guess on what they're saying the masks did.
Yeah, I give him the whole story as best I can in my current condition.
Oh no!
About us sneaking in.
I barely missed it.
Do we roll on skepticism?
You could use
Barely
luck.
missed it.
Yeah.
If you barely missed it, you could
spend luck.
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 4 luck.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll give me a 35 out of 35.
I'm also gonna pass you the piece of paper with what the mask was saying on it.
I tell you what we stole, or what Mr. Fay said we stole,
Okay.
because I didn't see it.
Did we get the books?
We did.
And the statue. We didn't burn the masks. We had to burn them.
Both are back at my establishment at the moment for safekeeping. We can head over after we're done here.
All right.
Okay, so
with a 35 on the occult, like.
Okay, so you got a basic success on occult.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what he's talking about is the idea that the mask was some kind of ward or warning or something like that.
Okay.
And that's you got without seeing the mask.
He did see the masks.
I mean, I've seen them.
Tully
I didn't see them activate.
Right.
Okay.
Tully was there the first time that we broke in.
Right, so you did see them.
Mm-hmm.
So now with the success there, it clicks. That mask is almost certainly, as many things are, almost certainly either Igbo or Yoruban.
Okay.
Oh,
and the mask itself, probably best guess, represents Aliyah or Aliyaya, who is essentially the warden of crime. In other words, a lookout who punishes the guilty. So if you were a magician using such a mask, you might set up something like what we would think of as an alarm spell.
Nice.
Now, I don't know whether you believe that such things are real or possible.
Correct,
but
yeah.
Occult knowledge says that there are magicians who believe that you invoke Aliyaya to set up an alarm to guard against thieves. Because Aliyaya is a good power to invoke to protect against break-ins, thieves, people who enter places unlawfully. So if such a thing was true, then it would have been there'd have been a magician who would have used that mask, and then they would create an alarm which would inform the magician if someone broke into their home or whatever place they'd warded.
Damn it. Faye, you should have burned those.
I don't know whether you believe that, but that fits the description of what
everything
you
gentlemen say is true, there is the myth of a warden or a protector that would alert if somebody broke in. I'm sure Mr. O'Reilly had a few drinks before he went in, but
no, I hadn't drunk anything tonight.
He tends to be an honest man to me.
I'm not saying there wasn't anything there, but I'm trying to essentially gaslight O'Reilly at this point.
Yeah.
It depends on how long the temporary insanity lasts. That's up to Kevin.
Yeah,
But as long as I'm temporarily insane, I'm flipping
you're
out.
willing to buy it for the moment, and two, eventually you're going to drink yourself into unconsciousness, and then it'll pass.
That's what I'm aiming for, actually.
Yeah. Based on what I saw when O'Reilly and I went in alone,
Whiskey.
and what you all are saying now, it does seem rather strange.
Demons.
And that we have spontaneous human combustion.
Oh, that's not a thing you would invoke Aliyaya for.
We're having a lot of strange events.
Yeah. So the one
what I'm saying.
If you believe what you saw was an alarm spell, that's it's how a magician would do it. Would be to put on that mask, invoke the power of Aliyaya, and set up an alarm, and then theoretically the magician or someone else would be informed if someone entered the guarded area.
So was it? Does he think it was alerting them as soon as it started talking, or once? Don't know. Okay, fair enough.
Don't know enough about being
right.
Point is with the basics of Sonic cult.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's the idea that magicians believe this is how it works.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
Say maybe once a crime had started being committed is when it started.
Yeah.
Well,
something.
I broke in the back door. That was a crime.
So I know. That's what I'm saying.
We trespassed.
You guys heard it. You guys heard it from the very beginning.
We did hear it right from the start.
Yeah, so maybe it was when you when you entered the lock, or maybe it was when you climbed to the second, started up the stairs.
Yeah, we did hear it climb as we were moving up the steps.
Yeah, if we had taken our time, those guys might have been able to get back to it.
So you're saying there's masks speaking to the Neptune boys while they're outside the firehouse?
Yeah.
Was it just one mask or all of the masks?
Well, guys,
does each one of the masks has a separate job? So you wear one to set one on fire.
Guys,
do you think they have their own comedy act?
Hold on.
Keep her speaking.
The point of making the occult roll is the idea that what Tully knows is that magicians use those masks to invoke particular powers. So if there were 3 masks there, the idea
they could each have a different one.
Each mask would have a different function, and a would-be magician would put on the one they want to invoke the power they want.
Yeah.
I told Mr. Fay to burn them.
If that's the way it works, then there are whoever this magician is, he can do 3 things.
Right. Yeah. That's
one of which you have seen.
Hold on.
3 things, yes.
There were 3 masks behind the desk. Was there another mask somewhere on a wall or something?
You're right. There was a mask on the wall too. So
that was like a big mask with like spears around it and all this other shit.
There was a shield over there.
Shield. I'm sorry.
But there was another mask mounted on the walls. There were 4.
There were 4. That's what I thought.
So theoretically, if that's how that works, then this magician can invoke 4 powers.
Yeah.
And each power you invoke to do a thing or a group of things.
If Tully mentions that each mask might be used by a magician, I point out there's that 4th mask on the wall.
Yeah. So it's not the mask that did it in that sense. It's there's if you believe what you got from the occult roll, it's not the mask itself. There's a magician who's doing that.
It would be safe to assume,
but that magician needs the mask to do a specific job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Fay, why didn't you burn them? I tried.
We were running out.
I told you to burn them. No one ever listens. No one ever listens to Kevin O'Reilly. No one ever listens to me. No one. And then I start drinking. I keep drinking heavily.
Yeah. I listened around longer, they would have gotten back.
Here, drink some more. Drink some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
My guy's
why won't you ever listen to me? Why does no one ever listen? Kevin O'Reilly is lamenting the fact that no one ever listens to him, and now the masks are going to come
passing out.
Yeah, I'll pass out eventually. Yeah.
It is. I would say it would be safe to assume that the captain of that firehouse is the one in charge of these masks.
Well, he seemed to be the first.
His desk would have the books.
Yeah, it's his desk, and he was the first to pause.
His desk did have the books. Remember, they were hidden in the.
Yeah.
If it first alerts the magician who did this, then the man who did this is Caleb Meek.
Is Burke near me?
Using what appears to be some kind of African magic.
Is Burke anywhere near me?
I leave that up to Mr. Burke. Is he?
Burke, you there? Josh? Oh, well. It doesn't matter. I was just going to beg him not to leave me tonight. But if Burke is already kind of hanging way back, then I don't.
He apparently is.
Tracy.
I'm here.
Oh, are you near me?
What?
Are you anywhere near O'Reilly?
I'm pretty skeptical of your mask.
So you're hanging back. You're not getting within grabbing range, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Tracy, don't leave me. Don't leave me tonight.
You're all right.
I'm going to keep drinking until I pass out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to forget this thing if I can. Okay.
And he's going to be, you're enabling him.
Keep on drinking.
Yeah, he's enabling.
It'll only make me.
The upside is he'll be unconscious pretty soon.
Okay, yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. Now, is there anything else to be done tonight?
Don't leave me.
No.
You said you've secured everything.
I have secured everything. Mr. Tully, would you like the books?
I will come by tomorrow and get them.
Okay. As for the
Statuette.
The statuette, we should. Would you happen to know any antiquarians or occultists who might be able to identify such a thing?
I could look into it.
Let me look at it.
Do I know anyone like in our neighborhood who are under my jurisdiction that?
Well, make a credit rating roll. Maybe you do know the right people.
All right, credit rating roll. That is.
Don't leave
doing
me.
Pretty well. 32. That's out of 55. So regular success.
Okay. Well, with a regular success, not offhand, you're not thinking of someone who's a specialist in this area. But you do know a couple of people who have some esoteric knowledge.
Okay.
If they don't know, they might know who to point you to.
Okay. Yeah.
So you know where to start to ask some questions and maybe find your way to someone who knows something about these cultures.
Okay.
Hey, thinking back on the statue, the weirdo one that Mr. Tully tried to steal, may I have a Cthulhu Mythos roll?
Actually, yes.
It's probably going to be a fail, but they're talking about the statue, and I'm like,
You never know.
nah, 84. Way off.
No.
It's evil.
Worth a shot.
Well,
Everything in that firehouse is evil.
If any of those books that you found happen to be in Latin, I happen to take quite a bit of Latin classes at St. John's.
I think any of them were in Latin.
the grimoires were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the grimoires were okay.
Yeah.
We got 2 of those right now, don't we?
Yes.
Okay,
Now we have
Although, actually, when you'll I'm giving this away in advance, but they're actually 2 copies of the same book.
Well, no, I figured that. Burke's got 1.
I figured you noticed that.
Actually,
Yeah.
And Faye's got
on
the new one that we just got. I'm sorry, go ahead, Greg.
Yeah. Sure. On second thought, O'Reilly, you are smashed, right? You are.
By this time, I'm very drunk.
Yeah.
Kevin can let me know when I pass out or if I've already passed out.
You've probably already passed out.
Okay, I'm just my head's on the table.
In that case,
Yeah.
I'm ask if Fergus and Burke can help carry back O'Reilly to my place so we can put him up in the attic apartment where he normally sleeps. So he can sleep it up.
No,
Okay.
I sleep at the fire station whenever I can.
You could just leave him here.
You say, wouldn't it just be easier to leave him here? I'll keep an eye on him.
It would be, but the statuette is at my place, and I was actually wondering if one of you would be willing to stay with me tonight.
Aha! If Riley were awake, he would be throwing this in your face.
Yeah, but
Well,
Just in case there's any immediate reprisal.
I did tell Brick there that I'd stay with him tonight. So I like to keep my word. And And it's a lot easier to move a man in the one building than across the street.
This is true. Just move him upstairs to a bed.
We're already upstairs, aren't we? Aren't all our tables and stuff upstairs where we hang out?
Oh yeah, you probably already are upstairs. So yeah,
It's
just
like
move
8
him
feet
across
to the nearest bed.
Yeah, it's much easier to just move him down. You're basically across the floor and into a bed.
Okay, then I'll.
Alright.
Can
Ne-
I do
never-
a
never mind.
medicine check? Can I do a medicine check on O'Reilly to see what kind? Like he's like really drunk and passed out, basically. But like,
What's your medicine skill?
Holy crap, we have a medic?
51.
Yeah, you don't need a medic. You don't need a roll.
Hey.
He's drunk. He's passed out.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He just needs to sleep it off. I'll keep an eye on him.
He'll be fine for a certain value of fine. As fast as he consumed that, if he wakes up without a hangover, you will be pleasantly surprised.
Right.
I would like a con check, please.
You're going to wake up in the
do
morning.
a luck check too.
Yeah, you're going to wake up and, probably you're going to sleep a good 9-10 hours.
Oh,
As
no.
much as you consumed that quickly.
Oh, no, I'm going to miss work.
Yeah, you may be late for work.
I think your boss already knows and already expects you to call in.
Oh no, he's gonna give him shit.
No, I'm a laborer. I'm working on the roads
Oh,
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't work. The fire department's volunteer. We don't get paid
Yeah.
for
No,
this.
I thought you worked for
Oh, for Faye?
Faye. Yeah.
No.
Faye does
Oh.
pay me for certain jobs.
Yeah.
You know that. Odd jobs. Yes.
In that
Yeah,
case, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna lock my doors tight tonight.
Okay.
And sleep
so-
under your counter.
I wanted to. I'm pretty sure I brought that Dutch book.
Yep.
To the station house.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if I ever shared it with the team or not.
Are you doing so?
Well, I wanted to look through it more thoroughly.
Okay. Well, you have the notes now.
No, we knew about the Dutch book, Kevin,
Yeah.
because you gave us the connection between the notes and the
Yeah.
book that Burke had found. The Manhattan book
yeah.
or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, a history of Manhattan and its peoples. Is
We
the-
recognized
we
the
have
name on the notes
Yeah.
as the same as on his book. So he must
Yeah.
have at least told us about it.
Yeah, well, the point is you have, as I recall, from the desk at Neptune's Fire Company. Remember, you took the contents of the desk, which included notes on the history of the peoples of Manhattan.
Yes, in English.
You acquired that just tonight.
Right. But we looked at him before, and Mr. Tully
Yeah.
recognized Bork.
Yeah.
Something.
Vanderhaar.
So if we have both books, I'd like to cross-reference them.
Yep. So what you've got, and this will take you into tomorrow. What you've got here is the book. The title in Dutch is A History of the Peoples of Manhattan. So on the surface, much of this is what we would think of as anthropology. It's a study of the Manhattan people and their neighbors. So the Umari, the Lenape. And the thing is, much of this is just what we would think of as surprisingly modern anthropology. That is to say, it's an honest look at these people. What do they wear? What do they eat? What do they believe? How do they live? What's their economic system look like? What's their political structure look like? In other words, this guy is your author is, for the most part, a consistent and discreet and dispassionate observer. The part the notes are on, though, that's the part that's interesting. Because that's when you get into what these people believe. Into the idea of, at one point, for instance, evil spirits.
Are there other reference to masks and such?
No, that's African. But you can see the reason the handwritten notes are here is you can see where somebody, and I'm assuming that's probably Mr. Meek, was clearly making some comparisons. In particular, what they appear to be interested in is a being referred to as Agana, or Ajanga, or Ojongo, which Mr. Meek apparently is convinced is a similar belief that existed among the Lenape, the Umani, the Mungi, and among some West African peoples. And then the claim that this represents a connection. He also suggests that this being is associated with Zolakitol. In other words, what Meek is arguing in these notes essentially is that this being was apparently worshipped by people living in what's now New York, living in what's now Mexico, and living in West Africa, and that worship existed prior to the Columbian Exchange.
Okay.
And of course, he has no explanation for that. How would all three of these groups have invented a similar being without communication with each other? Because he's convinced that all of these names are variants of or mispronunciations of the same thing. So that's what's hiding in the history of the peoples of Manhattan.
So hold on, this is like the next day when they start checking the notes versus the Dutch and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what the Dutch book has got for you.
I imagine Burke went through this all through the night, and when you guys arrive,
wait, that doesn't make any sense. Faye has the notes. You don't read Dutch, do you?
No, he does not.
This would have had to happen the next day.
Most of it will happen the next day, yes.
Okay.
And the notes are in English, which is why you're able to decipher some of this. In other words, what you're reading is Meek's notes. Can you confirm this is what the text says? No. But is Meek lying? Would Meek lie about it in his own notes? Seems unlikely.
Okay.
So that's what you've got out of that. And yeah, we're pushing well into Monday at this point. So those of you who are drunk are going to wake up and go back and get to work.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes, thank you.
Monday was the fire.
Yeah. And this will take you basically through, for most of you, through and basically all the way through Tuesday. Digging all of that stuff out. If you want to, Mr. O'Treasaigh does read Latin.
Yep.
Do you want to bring him in on the grimoires?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so he can dig into that on Tuesday. What you've got here, how many points do you have in occult, or do you?
I don't have any points in occult. No.
Okay, so these books. They're two copies of the same book.
Okay.
According to the Latin text, this is about how you contact angels. Okay. And there are legions of them, and apparently if you examine and you set the words right in the magic circle, it'll reach a different angel. Because, there are orders there's archangels and angels and devils and fallen angels, and it's all about make the right circle and the right angelic being will appear.
I'm pretty sure I learned all this as a choir boy. All right.
Well, you've learned the Latin as a choir boy. Whether you believe any of this shit is completely up to you. But the text is telling you how to make various magic circles that will supposedly make an angel appear.
Okay.
And then by manipulating the signs and symbols and letters you put in the magic circle, you can determine which type of angel it will be. Mm-hmm. So do you want to speak to an archangel or a regular angel or a cherubim or an Elohim? There's a whole list of them.
Okay.
Depending on how much of this you're prepared to believe, pick your favorite class of angels. Okay. People have made this whole classification system, as it were. I'm pretty sure, according to what you're looking at here, these are probably the ones that have 1,000 eyes and first tell you to be not afraid, because you will be freaking your shit out. There's a reason the first thing they say is be not afraid, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a player, I feel like I know what these books are talking about, but my character has no fucking clue.
Yeah, well, you're familiar with the concept of angels and devils. So
right. But
and from church, you've heard about the archangels. Like, here's how to call Archangel Michael. Here's how to call Archangel Gabriel. These are figures you've heard about in church. Do you believe they're real beings that you could call on by making a magic circle? That's the iffy part. But that's the suspect part.
Cross-referencing, talking to Tully, talking to Burke, whoever else has a cult. We can glean all this information, though.
Yeah.
Well, they can.
put together. But the point is that you have two copies of what is very clearly a grimoire.
Okay.
One we know belonged to Claire Marin, because it was in her room. The other belonged to Stephen Peters. And it has his initial in the front cover. That was the one you stole from the Neptune Fire Company.
Fails.
They probably
annotated. Is one annotated and one is not?
No.
The annotated book is the spirits and has a long title.
Okay.
And it's in English. And Faye's got that. Faye also has Cotton Mather's book.
Okay.
And both of those, by the way, also point you back to the idea of Agani or Ojani or whatnot, because a being called Agani occurs in one of the stories in the Spirit Tales.
Okay.
Cotton Mather references a group of what he describes as red men who had an informant who told him about a being called Ojoho, which also may be the same being. So it looks like what you've got here is a collection of references to Meek's theory that this being was known to Native Americans, Africans, and Mexican.
So
Under various names.
Under various names that would fit their language.
Before any of these people ever met.
Yeah.
That's what Meek is arguing. That the knowledge of this being predates the Columbian Exchange. So while it's possible that people from the Mexica region and people from what's now New York could have communicated, how would people in West Africa know that?
Yeah.
That's the part that he can't reconcile. Until, people were regularly traveling across the ocean. Unless, of course, he's wrong about the date, and this cult spread with the diaspora when kidnapped people were taken from Africa and landed in the Americas.
Okay.
Because that's a possibility here, too, that he can't reconcile any other way. That's what he comes down to, essentially. Because that makes the most sense.
That
it was an American thing. Either it was an American thing that came, that Africans got onto when they arrived, or it was an African thing that they told people in the Americas about.
Yeah.
Or you can't explain it, and it predates the Columbian Exchange, and something funky is going on here.
Yep.
I can explain it.
Oy.
How God can travel across the ocean a lot easier than we can.
Also that. Yeah. And if it really is such a being, that it can simply cross the ocean when it fucking wants.
Okay.
For the first thing that popped in my head is actually that they were looking at pottery from the western side of South America and found that it dated back to the same time of Asian pottery from the same time. Like, why are these designs the same in two countries that should not have communicated with each other?
Yeah. Well, there is some evidence to suggest that the islands of the Pacific were settled in a particular pattern that is marked linguistically from places like Hawaii to Japan.
Yep. It's just
Coconuts.
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Coconuts migrated too.
Given that people could cover those distances by water, it's not impossible that those contacts really did occur. That people really did sail to what's now South America.
They found Viking burials with Islamic jewelry.
Yeah, well, that we knew. That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay, the big question. The biggest question. How hungover am I at work?
For that, a Constitution roll.
Hopefully I can make it. Hopefully I can make
it
good success.
He wakes up bright and bushy-tailed.
Fuck, I failed. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
It's a bad day for me.
Yeah, you're going to have a very unpleasant day.
You can't push a con check to see if you're hungover.
A hard or extreme
I was figuring it was going to be at least a hard to be like, okay, an extreme to be like, I drink like that all the time and I'm fine. All right, so
extreme success is you wake up fine. The hard success is you wake up like, I'm okay.
I got to get to work anyway.
This is a hangover, but I'm going to work.
That's pretty much, what's a fail? It's a hangover, I'm going to work, and it's going to be like...
Hangover that hurts.
Yep, okay. It's a terrible day for me.
Working with
You're throwing up.
Yeah. I probably get sick around lunchtime when I eat. I can't keep it down. It's going to be like dinner time or tomorrow morning for breakfast before I can actually keep any food down. I'm surly all day. I almost snap at my boss. It's a bad day.
And the headache just won't quit all
Yeah, and I'm fucking breaking up concrete all day. And it's like,
Yeah.
Kung, ah!
Wow.
Kung. All right. It's a bad day.
It only makes you angrier. Only so you
Not
can
angry.
break up
I'm in
concrete.
extreme pain.
I know.
It is an unpleasant day.
Terrible day.
Yeah.
But I'm okay, sanity-wise. Yay.
You're over that at least. But
Right.
now the awareness, and with what Mr. Tully said, if you're prepared to believe it, the idea that one of these guys is a magician.
Yeah, no. O'Reilly's on board. He does remember hearing the mask speak. It wasn't a machine. It wasn't I don't even know if phonographs are even a thing yet.
They're not really.
There's no way there's no way for that to work. It would be like a music box.
Yeah.
It would have been just like tinking noises, and those were words.
Yeah.
And when I found out Faye wrote them down.
Mm-hmm. Now, over the next day or two, a couple of things to deal with. Firstly, if you want to, you can dig around and find someone who can help you with the language. As you said, you were starting to do that, asking people.
Oh, that's right. Faye's language, whatever the thing was saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mr. Tully was asking people, figuring out who can point him to that. And eventually they will point you to a man by the name of William D. Owens. Owens is a scholar. He lives on Bowery. He's not associated with any actual institution. He's essentially... Okay, the word we're looking for is nut job. He's a bit of a nut job. Yeah. But
he's an eccentric.
If he had more money, he'd be eccentric.
So he's just crazy, and he
just
has a lot of books.
Yeah. His apartment is filled with books. But what he can tell you is that the phrase is, in fact, Yoruban. And it translates essentially as, hurry, come, thieves. Over and over again.
Where's Yoruban from? It's Africa?
West Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the more popular languages in West Africa. And he can also tell you that neighborhood, in particular the area known as Benin, is where a lot of the metal sculpture comes from. Benin artists frequently work in metal. So without seeing the sculptures yet, if they're made of metal, his guess is they're probably Benin. So, and a number of those people are often popular targets for kidnapping and enslavement.
Any Neptune boys skulking around the firehouse in this time?
Haven't seen any.
Okay.
If they know it was you, they're not making a move yet.
I was around their firehouse, but it was a few days before any of this shit happened. Yeah. So the connection might, and what's his face might not have even mentioned me.
Yeah, well, if that was a magic alarm, no way to tell now that you're sober again how much information it provided.
Right.
Based on what Dr. Owens is telling you, it's a warning. It says thieves, hurry, come home, thieves.
So what I was afraid the Jewish Zuzu.
The
Mezuzah might have been all that and they tell me this, and that is a relief.
What the Mezuzah was not, this thing.
Right, exactly. Okay.
It's an alarm that tells the magician someone is breaking into your house.
Come home and kill them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Come home.
So we're sharing all this information, kind of everybody's filling everybody in as much as possible. Yeah. Between the five of us.
Yeah.
Now, there is one more thing to come back to then. So, Captain Heyman told you about the man he delivered to Wilkerson.
Yeah.
He's
probably a wizard too.
Well, where did they learn it from? This is all, we'd call it cultural appropriation.
Right.
Among other things. In other words, they're stealing this from people they're enslaving.
This is arcane appropriation.
Arcane appropriation, if you like. Yeah.
So, are they putting together the fact that maybe the guy that was sold to Wilkerson might have been the one who gave all this information to Neptune Company? Does Dufay or Tully or Burke or anybody
Yeah.
smarter than
Captain
me
Heyman said that he
throw
was
that together?
that he could make his body warm, like painfully so, which is not a thing humans can do normally.
We don't have any direct connection with Wilkerson, Sampson, and Neptune Company yet, though, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you do.
We do?
They gave money.
Wilkerson
That's right, they
provided
gave money.
business-
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the $200 donation.
So what do we do, Mr.
At least
Fay,
$200
Mr.
you're
Tully?
aware of.
Right.
There might have even been other donations. That's
Right.
just the one you found in the last month's books. Who knows if they did that previously, the previous month?
What do we do about it?
Could we-
And why
we
are they burning
describe-
people?
That's a good question.
I know the
We
burning's magic.
describe-
Sorry, go ahead.
We
Graham.
describe. You're good. You're good. Could we describe the weird idol to Mr. Owens?
Yeah. And
Here we-
his guess on that, and mind you, it's only a guess,
Cthulhu.
is he thinks that it's something called a ganju. And that's a name you've seen in some of the texts.
See, that was mentioned earlier before.
Yeah.
I thought.
A ganju is the Yoruba name for it.
Mm-hmm. What does he know about a ganju?
To the Yoruban, a ganju is the Orisha who governs volcanoes and fire.
Ooh. I mean,
And
interesting.
seems, an appropriate patron for firefighters.
No, it doesn't.
Seems the opposite.
Does to me.
So it almost seems like they were killing these people that burned up to get their books. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Although we haven't found out about Mr. Schmegel. No, what the fuck is
Maybe
he?
Maybe it was more.
Schleiman?
Maybe it was more to keep them
Yeah.
quiet, so they didn't give out their secret.
You
Well,
don't
they've
know
been-
if Mr. Schleiman owned one of the grimoires.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
they've been
Schleiman owned it.
collecting these grimoires.
Did they get his? We didn't find his grimoire
We had
He
there.
did not.
Yeah, we have yet to go to the publisher, I believe, that printed these.
Well, that's true too, but also Mrs. Schleiman. Mr. Tully visited her.
Yeah.
Mr. Tully needs to talk to Mrs. Schleiman. Maybe she knows something, right? We need a publisher.
Yeah.
We need Mrs. Schleiman.
I propose we split up. Some of us go to talk to the widow, and others try and track down these publishers.
Is she pretty?
Her husband died like a week
Widow
ago.
Schleiman?
Well, the woman's got needs,
And?
doesn't she?
Hooray.
I don't see the problem.
I mean, was
Probably
was
Brick should
she an
not go.
attractive woman, Kevin?
I think I'm
Moder-
gonna put that
moderately
as a
so.
trait.
She's moderately attractive, and
Ooh. Should I go with Mr. Tully?
If you must.
No, I don't must. You're Mr. Fay and Mr. Tully. You're in charge.
Burke, Fergus, come. We're going to go book hunting.
well, she was. She
I-
might need a little bit more time to mourn her husband. She wasn't too keen on when I spoke to her last time.
Well, tell her you're investigating how he died. You're a fireman. She don't know nothing, does she?
I don't think she knows really a whole lot.
No,
about
I'm saying
that.
she don't know nothing about firemen and what we do. Just tell her you're investigating and ask her questions. Use your capacity, Mr. Tully, as an alderman. There you are.
Oh,
I'll
that's a
wait
good
outside, and if I see any trouble, I'll put an end to it.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are going to go talk to Mrs. Schleiman.
Well,
Yeah.
he is. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
in case he starts screaming
I'm going to say,
from
it's
upstairs.
like,
or whatever.
you know, Mr. O'Reilly, you're a lot smarter than you come off as.
That's what Mama said.
And what about the rest of you?
They're going
I
to
guess
the
we're hunting down publishers.
they're going to the
We're going to book
publisher.
hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we
That's-
have a publisher for that book?
Yes.
I believe.
I
Yeah.
believe we did. I don't remember what it was.
It was. Nope. Then we have to break into rich guy's house.
And the
Murder
warehouse,
his ass.
the office.
And for that matter, we may want to know what's the story with SS Brillante while it's still in port.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because who knows when they're leaving.
This is a delightful plate of spaghetti you've put in front of us, Kevin.
Well, thank you.
We'll just go to the source. We burn down Neptune Company. We break into what's-his-face's house, the guy with the slave, and we kill everybody in there, and then we're done.
Burn it all down.
A Guide to Spirits. I know you gave us a publishing house.
I could swear I did, but I don't remember.
I'm having a terrible time.
Fishman and Sons.
Bingo.
Ah, there we are, for the Grimoires.
Fishman and Sons on Fulton Street.
Yep. All right. Well, there you are.
That's not... the name Fishman and Sons in Call of Cthulhu definitely doesn't ring any alarm bells.
This doesn't have anything to do with Dagon. Just shut up.
Well, listen, it's spelled Fisch. Does that help?
Oh, it does. Well, no. Well, of course it is.
Not how I spelled it. Not how I spelled it. Not my heart.
I didn't spell it that way either in the journal.
That's how it's actually spelled on the title page. Yeah, add with 2 N's, by the way. Fishman.
Fishman
and
Sons.
Yeah. In other words, it's actually Yiddish.
Right.
That's where Dagon comes from. Isn't it Jewish? Wasn't Dagon originally a Jewish?
Philistine.
Oh, it's Philistine.
Older.
Okay.
No, and older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dagon
Not
is
Jewish. I was thinking Hebrew.
Dagon is much older. That's a
Mesopotamian.
Mesopotamian. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes back quite a ways. But yeah, the Grimoire publishers, Fishman and Sons.
Well then, the three of us head over to Fishman and Sons.
Now it's 10 minutes to 11.
Yeah.
So this seems like as people are heading off to investigate more stuff, seems like a place to break off.
Is this Wednesday before we get to, like Wednesday afternoon or evening or whatever before we start to?
Yeah, we can go to Wednesday then.
Okay, so Wednesday's when we break
we'll do this
up.
on Wednesday. Yep.
Head for publisher and Schleiman lady.
Yeah. Now, before I forget, next week. I needed to remind you this. Next week we're going back to Down Darker Trails, I believe.
Yes. April 1st.
But let's see, Wednesday, April 1st, I will be late.
Okay, that's okay.
That. I have a ball game at 7.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So it's a varsity game though, so it's like $107 plus mileage.
No, that's cool, dude. Show up when you can. If you can't make the game, that's fine. We'll.
It should be done. It should be done by 9. But I may, because we started 7 rather than 8 for that one. Mm-hmm. I may not be able to make it.
That's okay. So if you can't make it, I get it, and that's cool. And I appreciate you letting me know this far in advance. Actually.
Yeah, because the schedule.
I don't believe he's running his normal Down Darker Trails game anyway, so you'll be fine.
Oh
no! Next time is the big finish for that scenario. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. You guys are not the place where you can do the big finish yet. So it's probably going to be more investigation and Josie looking for a job.
There was some talk about an April 1st game being.
Oh yeah, Sean.
April Fools.
Sean said something about that.
Yeah.
When have I ever listened to Sean?
Oops. Are we good?
Come on.
For the moment, are we good?
Hold on.
Are we good for 2 weeks out to resume this?
The 8th.
I'm good for April 8th.
April 8th.
As of right now, yes, for me.
Okay, so we'll say
I've not made my schedules for April yet, just because I was putting stuff together.
Always keep Wednesdays free, Sean. There's pretty much
I typically do. I typically open on Wednesdays, so I don't close.
Yeah. Now, of course, the schedule also could change for me because I don't know what we're getting into high school baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
So schedules, I have my schedule generally a week in advance, and of course, if I have to, I can also turn stuff down. But I don't want to turn down varsity games, especially because that's the biggest payday. Yeah.
And if you ever have a game on a day you're supposed to run, I could do a pickup game for whoever wants to play.
That's weird that they don't schedule you all super ahead of time.
Well, they usually schedule just a week or 2 out because we're.
I think it's more see who can make it when they can make it kind of deal.
I don't know. It seems weird because my dad is a track official.
Yeah, I knew that. You mentioned that.
and he's already like booked for the season.
Yeah,
Well, here's
no,
Kevin. If you get
for us,
rain,
it's just yeah.
if you get rain,
That also changes.
it could
stuff.
cancel a
Yeah.
game too. And so Kevin might show up
Yeah.
next week and be like right on time and be like, well, game got canceled. But
Yeah.
don't
And I
put
won't know
yourself
that
out
till
the day of, right? Don't put
Yeah.
and I appreciate you letting me know in advance and saying I'm
Yeah.
probably not going to be here till 9 or later. That's cool, dude.
Our assigner usually schedules a week or two out. So that's I got that schedule last week
Wow. Okay.
through the 2nd of April. This week I expect to get like April 3rd through like the 10th, or then 3rd
Okay.
through like the 17th. That's usually how it works.
Yeah.
And in our case, it's the way it works for us is we block out where we can't work, and then the assigner tries to fit us in where we can. So
Yeah.
because my class Monday, Wednesday, Friday ends at 4:00 up at Cortland. I had a block off until 5, and I had a conversation with him about, well, where are you teaching? Like, well, I could be at Whitney Point by 5:00. Whitney Point games start at 4:30. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Whitney Point's only half an hour. I could be there by, because
Yeah.
we generally want to be there half an hour before start time.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't trust it to assign me to a 5:00.
Well, are you
I'm an hour
Okay,
away at 4:00.
I'm going to end the stream, guys. We're going to say goodnight real quick, and they're recording everything. And I'm enjoying this conversation, but
Everybody.
I'll talk to everybody later. Good night, everybody, and
Bye.
thanks for coming.